start of the season. 2 relief appearances before this, 3 innings pitched on the dot. No hits allowed, which I think is very, very impressive. No hits in his 2 relief outings. But the stat that I care very much about, the strikeout to walk ratio, 2 strikeouts to only 4 walks. Well, only 2 strikeouts to 4 walks. So below water on that. But we were saying it before, every single day in the West Coast League and Summer League Baseball is an opportunity to advance, develop, and get a little bit better every single day.
Yeah, and like we said, this is a perfect opportunity to. In a non-league game that you can really show your stuff. They throw guys, especially in the lineup, who are pinch hitters, pinch runners, and they get them to start. And then on the mound, it's relief guys like Schuyleman. Both Schuylemans, actually. Joe, who usually closes the ninth, he came in to start yesterday. And Tyler, who kind of a mid-relief, 2 closer. He goes kind of back and forth between. And now they're going to throw him again in the starting spot. And it's really to see if they can develop and grow into a starter role, as they'll need starters as the season dwindles down into the second half.
And your officiating crew today in the field, Thomas Glynn. Behind the plate, Michael Gray. He's got balls and strikes. Your coaching staff today, Mitch Darlington for the AppleSox, assistant coach Ian Zagdahl, not playing today, not in the lineup, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So his AppleSox career was short but sweet. Your pitching coach, Quincy Vassar. I'm Smith Sly, Jackson Dodd on the call today. Our games presentation running the scoreboard today is Rory Mayer, then our PA address announcer, Avery, and then our live stats, it's all done by Ryan right next to us, a very valued member of our team here today. As we got our whole crew getting ready to put on the show here at Paul Thomas Senior, saying thanks to everybody, and our board off back home in the Sunny FM studios, Kellen, as Rylan Gullard walks up to the right-handed batter's box. Gullard, as I mentioned yesterday, a man that I played baseball with back in my high school days with Lakeside Recovery. Shout out Lakeside Recovery Baseball. As Gullard digs in, Schuyleman gets his signs. Deep breath, now the windup. And the first pitch of today's ball game is cut back to the net, strike 1. Start time today, 6:38 p.m.
So Lakeside Recovery, that was your what, summer ball team you said?
Yeah, that was my summer league team when I got to high school. So freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then my summer year, a lot of guys from Lakeside, we went and formed our own summer league team. He's got an 0-1 count on Gullard. Schuyleman from the windup, here's the offering. And he hits this to right center field, high in the air, wind blowing it back. McGary moves over and makes the catch, and a quick first out here in the first inning.
Any ball to hit the right field always has some carry on it.
Yeah.
And you always kind of just, you catch your breath for a second. You're like, uh-oh, is that one going to go out?
Yeah.
The one thing with the wind, however, is sometimes it dies. It does the exact opposite, and it will blow more towards the right fielder instead of being a double in the gap.
Well, so now it's Riley Sonoy, young kid, freshman, batting the 2-hole, getting the start in right field today. And Schuyleman's first pitch to him, way upstairs for a ball. And Sonoy, apparently it says on his bio page at Pierce College that he's really good at ping pong. 1-0 count now on the way. And he'll chop this to the first base line, but foul as it dribbles to the FishSticks dugout.
Like Marty Supreme.
I knew. You keep taking these things right out of my mouth. I was about to say, like, oh, well, Marty Supreme action. I just watched it for the first time the other day.
I still have not seen that movie.
It's weird. It's really good, but it's weird. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Schuyleman's pitch. And he runs this one inside, just gets the edge for a strike. Now 1-2 the counts.
Avery gave me the all-knowing nod. He said that is a good movie. I got to go home and watch that one now.
And Timothy Chalamet has yet to turn in a bad performance, in my opinion. And 2 strikes now on Sonoy. Schuyleman hunting his first strike out of the night. The offering. He got him swinging. Now strikeout number 1. Spins Sonoy around, and now 2 outs here in the first.
Schuyleman's fired up. He pointed at Sonoy as he was falling off. The man is like, yeah, I got you. Sit on down.
A lot of confidence from Schuyleman, the kid from Wenatchee. Went to Wenatchee High School, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm, Wenatchee High School.
And you went to Eastmont's.
Yeah, bit of a rivalry there.
Evan Hellner now, batting from the left side. A guy who also just graduated high school. Pitch to him. A bit of a check swing, low, and they bang him for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to count.
Yeah, all our games against Wenatchee, Eastmont versus Wenatchee, some of our favorite games of the year. It got very chirpy at times. I remember we played against Joe one day.
Here's the 0-1 to Hellner. He flinches the hands on outside breaking ball, but it gets the zone for strike 2.
So I was a sophomore and Joe was a senior pitcher on the mound, and one of our true freshmen who were playing hit a home run off Joe. And I remember we were all fired up.
0-2 pitch. And he waves the bat at this one, grounds it to Marr at first, who calls off Schuyleman, steps on the bag, gets the outs, and retires the side. So the FishSticks go down in order, 3 up, 3 down here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and obviously nobody left on base. Still scoreless as we head to the bottom half of the first here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Batter up for a big milestone. A proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies, is celebrating 25 years of trusted HVAC, electrical, and development work in our valley. Beyond their expertise, Salcedo is hitting it out of the park with philanthropy, generously supporting over 70 nonprofits, churches, and schools across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. They're proud to be locally grown and committed to keeping our valley a great place to call home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
Well, Tyler Schuyleman sat down the side in order. 3 up, 3 down went the FishSticks. So we're scoreless down to the bottom of the first as Zach Doyle, Ky McGary, and Tyler Jones will be your 3 guaranteed stocks here in the first. Tyler Jones, what a game yesterday, almost hitting for the cycle. As Mizuno just about done warming up, and Doyle preparing to take his first at-bats as an AppleSox.
Yeah, Doyle, a redshirt freshman from Ladera Ranch, California. He's going to UC Irvine. First day today. Teammates with James Castanola there.
Yes. And you see, Doyle had the better idea when he was coming from California up to Washington, took a plane. Whereas Castanola elected to, venture the 20-hour drive, which I don't wish that upon my worst enemy, to make a 20-hour drive. Left-handed batter Doyle, left-handed pitcher Mizuno as he kicks and deals. Inside, hits Doyle right on the shoulder. Welcome to Wenatchee, Zach Doyle.
Yeah, not exactly the start Doyle was wanting, nor the start Mizuno was looking for in this ball game, hitting a batter on the first pitch. But hey, the Sox have a runner on after one pitch. This game just started.
So now Ky McGary, a real sight for sore eyes. He was not with the team for that Yakima Valley Walla Walla road trip. So he finally got back in the lineup yesterday against Dub Sea. As Mizuno comes set, now with a runner on early in this frame. His first offering to McGary. Right down the middle, called for a strike.
Yeah, good to see McGary back. Had a family event, I believe. And he was... the reason why he was absent for that 6-game road trip, but he was surely missed, and I'm glad to have him back on the homestand.
And he's behind the count. Mizuno's next pitch, almost in the exact same spots for strike 2.
In the FishSticks yesterday, pitching was not exactly their forte, giving up 24 runs to the AppleSox's batters.
Now 0-2 count. Mizuno wanting to sit down McGary with a punch out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hits him right on the helmet. McGary, stoic as ever, pinwheels the bat away, takes off for first, and it's back hit by pitches to put 2 runners on for the Sox.
Mizuno clearly frustrated there. He was really looking for that strikeout, and the pitch totally just slipped out of his hand and went way more inside than he was open.
And Tyler Jones, a double away from the cycle last night. We're going to keep talking about that because it's not every day you have a guy hit for the cycle or almost hit for the cycle. It's one of the rarer feats in all of baseball. I believe PCA was the last player to do it here in the MLB. And the pitch to Jones. That's upstairs for a ball. I think it was either PCA or I believe Bryce Harper just got one recently. I'll have to fact check this. But again, the cycle, one of the rarest things to ever occur in baseball. That and a perfect game. And 1-0 count now on Jones. Mizuno, the offering. A bit high, a bit inside. He spits at ball 2.
So it was Bryce Harper, June 20th this year.
Yeah.
And 5 days before was Pete Crow Armstrong on June 15th.
Just some, it's not every day you see, cycles within 5 days of each other, I feel like. That's insane. There's a 2-0 pitch to Jones. He watches strike one on the outside edge.
Yeah, just thinking, Jones, what a day for him yesterday. 2 RBIs off a 2-run homer, a triple, pair of singles. Man, this guy was firing at all cylinders yesterday.
2-1 pitch. Way upstairs, ball 3.
He's got some good defense as well over at shortstop, flashy hands. He's a great addition, filling in for Cooper Brass, who just went back home.
Yeah, Cooper Brass, people here at the ballpark love Cooper Brass, as we've been hearing time and time again here at Paul Thomas. 3-1 pitch to Jones, just on the top rung. Jones didn't like the call. And looking at TrackMan, it was about, 3 balls upstairs? Somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere around there. Well, it's a full count now on Jones. Mizuno gets his signs, comes set with 2 runners on, no outs here in the first. The payoff to Jones. And he slaps it high, slaps it foul, out of play.
And Jones, even though we only saw 6 at-bats yesterday from him, which, it's a lot in one game.
Yeah.
Really showed his mettle. This guy does not go down easy in his counts. He has a great approach at the plate. And the Sox, just all around yesterday, they had great at-bats. You would call them quaps.
Another payoff pitch on the way from Mizuno. The offering. Inside ball 4. It gets away from Hellner behind the plates. So Doyle to third, McGary to second, but they would have gotten there either way. It's a walk here with no outs to load the bases.
3 straight free passes by Mizuno, man. This is just not the start he was looking for. He nearly had McGary. It was an 0-2 count. It hits him right on the shoulder. And then again, full count, and you walk the guy. The ball gets away from your catcher as well. Not the ideal outing.
Not the ideal outing at all, as the coach pitching staff comes out to talk to Mizuno on the mound, brings in the whole infield. And while they do, let's take a second to thank Buddy's Home Furnishings. Buddy's Home Furnishings has furniture, home electronics, appliances, and computers to suit any home. Whether you're looking for sleek and modern or classic and cozy, Buddy's has furniture for every room that we know you'll love. With our flexible payment options and free delivery and setup, you'll be glad that you went with Buddy's. So the meeting of the minds concludes, and now Jake Overstreet will stroll up to the plates.
Jake Overstreet.
And he's got the bases loaded. No outs here in the first. Doyle at third, McGary at second, Tyler Jones at first.
And an opportunity to strike here. The Sox with bases loaded many times yesterday. Gives me a sense of deja vu.
Now Mizuno still on the mound for the FishSticks. His first pitch to Overstreet. And he just misses high for a ball.
And Overstreet, 7 RBIs this year. Looking to extend that here.
A 1-0 count to him. Bases loaded. Scoreless here in the first. Sox trying to change that quickly. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Overstreet. Oh, he destroys this to left field, but hooking a mile foul as it bounces off the roof of the concession stand, locker rooms, and umpire room for a foul ball.
Yeah, Mizuno hung the off speed on the inner half and Overstreet all over it, but just a tad early.
And so it evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still bases loaded. Doyle at third. McGary at second. Jones at first. Sox looking to draw first blood here in the first inning. And the 1-1 to Overstreet. Oh, he hits this high to center field. Gullard gets set underneath it. Had a long time to wait for that to drop into his glove. Doyle tags, he scores. McGary tags, he's into third. And now Sox will have him parked on the corners as they score the first run of this ball game.
Really good situational hitting by Overstreet there. Knowing he does not need to do too much. Just hit a ball to the outfield that'll score at least a run. Brought in Doyle on that one. First run scored for Zach Doyle as well after he got hit by a pitch earlier this inning.
And so runners already scored. No hits still here in the first inning. It's been a hit by pitch, another hit by pitch, a walk, and now a sac fly. And brings up Joe Coupland, playing in his last game as an AppleSox this year. After this, he will be leaving the team. And the first pitch to him. And that breaking ball is well upstairs, ball one.
The AppleSox have a ton of catchers.
Yeah.
They got Overstreet, Coupland, Morisaki, Connie Ojuni, and then now Michael Podstreleni. Nathan Woodside, too. They had him earlier.
Nathan Woodside. Here's the 1-0. I know Mizuno's going to pick off to first with that lefty pickoff move. And Woodside left the team a little bit ago. That was a sad loss for the team. He didn't play all that much, but he was a good energy guy. Good glue guy to have on your team. Really close with Harlan Rowe, who's still on the team. So a pair of guys from Lower Columbia who have been separated after that departure. Here's the 1-0 to Coupland. And that runs inside, passes Knuckles, ball two.
And today's Rowe's last day as well.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. That's the sad thing about these Summer League teams is you'll get attached to guys, as Ryan is. He loves Harlan Rowe. You see him lose. He's devastated right next to us. And 2-0 count now on Coupland with the bases first and third. And Coupland chops this foul right past Darlington. He reaches out but can't make the snag on it.
I believe it's Jonas Shields' last day today, too. We're going to try and get him for the fifth inning. Come on,
Yes.
in the booth.
Yeah, we're going to probably have Jonas Shields up in the booth for the fifth inning and have Landon White on for the third, your WCL Player of the Week, so going to get to talk to him. It's one of the only times we get to. You know, non-league game, they're not in the starting lineup. And here's a 2-1 Coupland. Rip to third, diving, rolling, he smothers it, throws to first. The throw pulled Bartholomew off the bag. He lays the tag on Coupland, but McGary does score. 2-0 AppleSox now.
Again, that ball, another example of great situational hitting by Coupland. He nearly got it underneath the glove of Rolling, but a great sliding grab to snag it in front of him, and an even better throw.
So now Ethan Marr, who really could have been your player of the game last night. 5 hits, 1 double, 2 RBIs. He just didn't quite have the home run that Jones had. And the first pitch to Marr. Bit high, bit inside, but nicks the corner for a strike.
Yeah, Ryan today, before the pregame show, told me Ethan Marr, 5th inning, he's in a home run to left field.
The prediction, we'll keep that in the back pocket and see if it comes true. 0-1 pitch now on the way. Way high for ball one.
And I trust Ryan. Last year, I believe it was Ethan Thomas.
Yeah.
And Ryan got the exact situation right. I think the count was right, the location, and the inning was all right.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 runner on for the AppleSox. They lead 2-0 here in the first. Mizuno, the pitch. High and outside, ball 2.
And so Avery had promised Ryan that he owed him a dinner. So, Ryan, if Ethan Marr homers in the 5th inning to left field, I will buy you something from Applebee's.
Applebee's. Make me hungry now. 2 balls, 1 strike on Marr. From the right side, here's the pitch from Mizuno. That's the curve that falls into the zone for a strike. Applebee's, really.
You know, I love me a good root beer from Applebee's.
Applebee's has the OM cheeseburger, don't they?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. 2-2 count. The pitch to Marr. And he gets jammed on this. A little blooper right to Eisenhut at second. Makes the catch to retire the side. But the AppleSox able to strike first in today's game. 2 runs here in the bottom of the first inning off of no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So an early lead for Wenatchee when we come back for the top of the second on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Jeff is back from the Country Inn Family Restaurant. You have prime rib on Friday and Saturday.
Always Friday and Saturday. He's tired of barbecuing. Come on out and let me do the cooking. We got slow roasted prime rib served up Friday and Saturday night. I start serving it around 3:30, 4 o'clock until we run out.
And remember, if you're hungry like me, early in the morning, guess who's open up for breakfast 7 days a week?
Down here at the Country Inn.
Off Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, the Country Inn Family Restaurant. How long have you been in business?
Going on over 40 years, since 1975.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Dave, you take care.
Chad and Amanda with Holidays Custom Muffler wish the AppleSox the best on the field this season. If you're in need of muffler work, visit Holidays Custom Muffler. They work on all cars, trucks, motorhomes, and more. Holidays provides free estimates, affordable solutions, and they guarantee their work. For an appointment, call 509-888-0128 or stop in at 400 South Columbia Street in Wenatchee.
American Shoe Shop has never been your typical shoe store. Our history began with shoe repair in 1920. That tradition has given us the knowledge to serve your footwear needs like nowhere else. American Shoe Shop strives to bring you the best in everything from casual comfort footwear, finest of hunting boots, with brands like Blundstone, SAS, Birkenstock, Kenetrek, Crispy, Keen, and so many more, as well as surprises like Axes from Grants Force Bruck and Optics from Knox, all only at American Shoe Shop, downtown Wenatchee.
And now into the top of the second inning. Schuyleman still on the mound. He's going to be facing off against Jake Rowling, Braden Bartholomew, and Vaughn Lowe. The first three sticks he'll see here in the second inning. The AppleSox leading 2-0. They drew first blood in today's game, picking up 2 runs there in the bottom of the first off of no hits. So a lot of free passes and a few quality at-bats to drive home those 2 runs.
Yeah, Smith, give me an over-under today on Quabs.
I'll set the line at, I think they're going to cool off a little bit from yesterday. I'm going to set the line at 15.
Over. Give me the
over.
Always the over.
Always the over. Yeah, well, Jacob Rolling's going to climb in now. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, Schuyleman. Rolling. Incoming freshman. He's going to Gonzaga next year. So he'll be playing with Landon White and Kainoa Santiago. As Schuyleman's first pitch to Rolling. On the inside edge for a strike. 87 miles an hour with the fastball.
A really good break on that fastball as well. I believe his cutter.
Had that kind of arm side run to it. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with this one. Ball 1.
A good location. That's a good miss. Pitcher's pitch right there. Just below the zone there, trying to get Rolling to fish.
And 1-1 count on Rolling. Schuyleman, the wind and the pitch. And goes to the curve and drops it in for a strike.
Yeah, just brought it out there. He finished him on the previous pitch with one just below the knees and tried to drop that one top of the zone, and he got the call there.
Schuyleman looking for strikeout number 2 tonight as he winds and fires. Outside, ball 2. And like I said, Rolling going to Gonzaga with Santiago, and that's going to be a familiar face for him. Both of them played at Jesuit High School in Portland. And Rolling, the 6th-ranked player in Oregon, the 2nd-ranked shortstop in the state as well. Really a high-ranked player. Here's his 2-2 pitch. Inside, jackknifed him away to fill it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Schuyleman now dug himself into a bit of a situation. Still can get the strikeout, though. Here's the payoff to Rolling. Outside, ball 4, leadoff walk here in the second.
Yeah, Rolling was really crowding the plate there. His back foot especially was about halfway on the inner half of the chalk. And of course, as a pitcher, you hate when a batter is crowding the plate. You really try and back him off as much as possible. But Rolling, not stepping down.
Well, so now it's Braden Bartholomew, the starting first baseman today. Sammamish, Washington native. And his first pitch from Schuyleman. Way inside, chin music to brush him back. Ball 1.
And Schuyleman showing a little bit of command struggle right there. Just needs to finish all the way through his pitches.
And a tall mound here at Wenatchee could pose some problems. 1-0 count now on Bartholomew, the offering from Schuyleman. And he hits this high in the infield. Wareham at second base calls everyone out very loudly as it drops right to his leather for the outs.
Playing the wind there. Really had to show some range there. Not your typical pop-up. That's to start, in double play depth and works all the way to the 4-hole in playing the wind there.
Now 1 out here, top of the second, still runner on. That's Rolling, who had that leadoff walk. He's at first base. And Vaughn Lowe, freshman, coming to the plates. Tacoma Community College. And Schuyleman's first pitch to Lowe. That'll pick off to first and Rolling back in easily. Now Lowe out of Seattle, Washington. So staying pretty close to home to play with the FishSticks. Sticks out of Seattle, Washington. Went to O'Day High School. Really great athletics school. Pitch to him, runs inside, ball 1. And 1 ball, no strikes on low. Rolling still at first. Schuyleman on the mound for the Sox, now in his 2nd inning of work. And he comes set from the stretch for the first time today. And his 1-0 pitch. Now to low. And this is grounded right at Wareham. Flipped to second, got the out. Throw to first. They got it. 4-6-3 double play ends the inning. Schuyleman faces the minimum, and the AppleSox still lead 2-0. Smith Sly joined by Jackson Dodd here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twisp, the greatest hits of all time.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.news for local news you can trust.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Yeah, 67 degrees here in Wenatchee as Michael Podstreleni sees his first pitch as an AppleSox. It's down low for a ball. And Podstreleni joining the AppleSox from UC Irvine. 1-0 pitch. That's inside ball 2.
Yeah, Podstreleni's first debut here. Wants to show the AppleSox what he can do.
2-0 pitch now to Podstreleni. That's high, ball 3.
Yeah, 3 free passes in the first, a back-to-back hit by Vitches, and then a walk awarded. And it's just not the outing Mizuno wanted initially. Gave up 2 runs in the first.
And 3-0 pitch now to Podstreleni. That clips the zone for a strike. Mizuno just battling back into the counts.
I mean, he wants to avoid any further free passes today as the FishSticks, that was kind of the nail in the coffin.
3-1 count, Podstreleni the offering. On the inner edge again, strike 2 fills it up.
You know, moving away from baseball towards soccer, the U.S. men's national team is leading 2-0 right now in their match.
Now the payoff pitch to Podstreleni. Inside, spun him away, ball 4, a leadoff walk to put Podstreleni on base.
Smith, are you a big soccer guy?
Not a huge soccer guy.
Okay.
I will say I don't love FIFA. You look at the World Cup last year in Qatar, a lot of human rights abuses to build those stadiums. A lot of people died. FIFA was very complicit in that. Ergo, doesn't sit right with me. I'm not really happy that they're having the World Cup in the United States, actually, is Mizuno. Now the first pitch to Max Patterson. That's right down the middle for a strike. And, obviously FIFA complicit in that. And so it's weird to have it here in the United States. Don't love it. And also no Mariners game today because of it. So that's my real, issue with it. Here's the 0-1. That's right there again. Strike 2. Patterson yet to get the bat off his shoulder.
You know, I'm getting into soccer.
Yeah.
Our shout out the Eastmont 4A team within the 4A championship. Shout out Aaron Leone.
And the 0-2 pitch now. Patterson high in the infield. Eisenhut at second. Calls everyone off. He's playing the wind. It blows him all the way to the right. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Yeah, again, that wind, making it really hard to turn these pop-ups to big league pop-ups, right? That just play tricks on you in the air.
Makes it chilly here, too. I mean, it's a nice day out. Sun just coming down on Paul Thomas, but with the wind, it's the same as yesterday. It just blows through the whole entire ballpark, and you're feeling it now.
Yeah, again, it's 67 degrees here in Wenatchee, but it feels like 59 because of that wind. And it's Gage Wareham now, left-handed batter, pitch to him. Mizuno will pick off to first, and Pastrelli back in safely.
Hit by hand. You save on Elysian. Contact Hayes to the AppleSox concession stand the rest of the inning.
Now, Wareham, your beer batter of the day. His first at-bat tonight, looking to win some money off for the Sox Elysian. As he grounds this right at Eisenhut, flip to second, throw to first. They got it. Inning-ending double play. They do exactly what the Sox did in the top half of the second. We're still 2-0 your score here in Wenatchee as we move to the top of third inning. You're on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Whitley Fuel Pacific Pride is proud to let you know they provide non-ethanol premium for the sensitive engine at these sites: Grand Coulee, Brewster, Okanagan, Omak, and now Twisp. Whitley Fuel also has top-tier Power Pro gasoline and premium diesel 24 hours a day and bulk DEF at the pump at the Okanagan site. With thousands of Pacific Pride sites through the country, Whitley makes it easy and convenient whether you operate one car or a fleet. Call Whitley Fuel today for your Pacific Prided card. 1-800-955-3835.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
Well, the AppleSox were able to get a man on there in the bottom of the second inning, but an inning-ending double play sat him down, and now Schuyleman back out for his third inning of work here in Wenatchee. 2-0 your score here, and Landon White joins us on the call today. Landon, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Obviously, Landon, you were the WCL Player of the Week this past week, and I mean, no one better. Your numbers this past performance against Yakima and Walla Walla were insane. Batting .545, a 1.461 OPS, which doesn't happen all the time, and obviously picking up your first home run as well as an AppleSox. How'd that feel?
I felt amazing. Finally at a ballpark where ball just doesn't fly out to right the whole time. So it was good to play at a field that was like even. And they threw a little crafty righty and ended up sitting off speed, and he hung me the off speed, and I got all of it.
And Gillen behind in the count, 0-1. No outs here to start things out in the top of the third. And Schuyleman fires. And he gets this one for a strike as well, 0-2. Obviously, I'm guessing it's kind of nice having a few days off now after playing the past few days.
Yeah. It's a long grind.
I saw you taking reps at third today during BP. Is that indicative of anything that's coming up here?
No, I just played third from when I was little in high school.
And this ball hit right at Ethan Marr at first, but he can't get it. It leaks into right field. McGary gets it in quickly, and it's another leadoff base runner for the Sticks here in the third. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to go down as an error. I have to ask Ryan over here. Yes, it is an error on Ethan Marr. First of the ball game. And you're making that play there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Over at first? Absolutely.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. And, you're not the only Bulldog on this team. Kaino Santiago also joining you. And young kid who was also WCL Player of the Week. So a pair of Bulldogs for the AppleSox getting it done. Now the first pitch to Eisenhut, starting second baseman today. Schuyleman, the pitch. He runs it inside for a ball. What are you kind of seeing now, Santiago, the first few weeks as an AppleSox?
I mean, Santiago, he's such a talented kid. He has, for his size, he has so much strength and so much hand-eye coordination, and every time the ball's off the bat, it's such a loud sound, and really impressed of what I've seen from his freshman fall to now. It's been super impressive.
Now Eisenhut laces this to the right center gap. That finds some green. Gellen's around second. They'll hold him at third. And it's a sliding double for Eisenhut. Now 2 runners in scoring position for the FishSticks. And that one stung right to the gap. I imagine as a first baseman, when you're playing and you see a ball hit like that, it's a little, and it kind of sucks because you're just like, oh, you can't do anything about it, right? Yeah. So remember, I played first base growing up, and it's always kind of annoying when it's like hit out to the outfield because you're just like, well, I got backup first base now, or backup second base now. Nothing you can really do about it.
And sometimes they're like, oh, they might get there, and then nope. And then, yep.
Well, it's Noah Kuhn now. Batting in the 9-hole, pitch to him. Well inside, the breaking ball brushed him back, ball 1. And, of course, Ryder Young will be joining the Sox here in a little bit. And Young, obviously, great year this past season with Gonzaga. Are you excited to see him a little bit in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I went to high school with Ryder. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah, went to high school with Ryder, so I've known him for a very long time. And he's been one of my best friends growing up, and it was just a great time to have him at Gonzaga, and when he'll be here in a week or two, and it'll be fun to have him out here.
I will say, I'm a Coug. I go to Washington State University. I've called some of the games that we played against you guys. You blew us out both times, so still bitter about that. And it's a 1-0 count now on Coug. 2 runners in scoring position. Schuyleman's pitch. And he slaps this foul. And, you know, Ryder Young, both those games, I believe, had an RBI at some points. And I would always bring up on the call, I'd be like, oh, he's going to be playing for Wenatchee this summer. And, you know, and I'm like, well, could you just not have such a good performance against us right now? And, like, have a bad day today, please, so that we can get a win.
Save it for Wenatchee.
Exactly, yeah. And 1-1 count now on Coon. Schuyleman winds and fires. Grounded right up the middle, right at Wareham. It hits off his chest. He picks it up, throws to first to get the out, but that does score Gellen, and the FishSticks get their first run of the ball game. That one's gotta hurt. Hit right off of the Wenatchee logo right on the chest. Ugh, you just skip it right to him.
Yeah.
It's gonna leave a bruise probably. And I imagine you probably get a lot of those too at first base when they just like hit off you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's tough.
Little stingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Rylan Gullard now, batting from the right side. Pitch to him. And he takes that outside. And so 24-2 the score last night. You weren't playing in that game, getting the day off. I imagine it was very entertaining to watch.
Yeah. I mean, especially seeing Coach Saddall get out there and get a few at-bats.
1-0 pitch. Gullard fouls it off, kind of shakes his head. He wanted that pitch, but now it's just a 1-1 count. And then, of course, Jacob Rolling on the FishSticks. He is going to Gonzaga next year. So be a teammate with you as well.
Yep.
Now 1-1 count, 1 runner on. Schuyleman, the pitch. And that's slapped high, slapped foul to the first base side. And I got to ask you, what made you choose Gonzaga specifically?
I mean, the coaching staff, it was probably one of the most, like, so we had Justin Jacobs, was the recruiting coordinator there. He ended up leaving the University of Washington in the middle of the fall, but he was such a good, like, he was a player coach.
Yeah.
And when they hired Coach Ryan Wright, the duo of them, how, like, back and forth with how, like, good of a player coach they were to us, it was such a good little, like, understanding of how, just how much baseball IQ and how much you can relate to them. And Coach Wright, coming from the Blue Jays organization, it was a good philosophy to learn from him before I got to Gonzaga, so it was pretty cool. And then Coach Matoff with how much alumni go through there and make it to the major leagues, and how much experience since he's been, and like security he has. He's been there for 25 years, and it's just a great coaching opportunity and academic prestige as well. How good the academics are there.
And Gullard, sack fly up to center field, makes it 2-2 tie ball game now as the first pitch to Riley Sonoy misses way outside for a ball. So now no runners on and 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Again, FishSticks tied it up 2-2, so that 2-0 lead erased here in the third. And Schuyleman takes a deep breath. And now fires the 1-0 pitch. Sonoy ripped over Marr's head. He jumped up, couldn't quite pull it into the glove. And it's a 2-out base knock for Sonoy. And, of course, Gonzaga is going to be playing in the Pac-12 next year, so leaving the WCC. You guys were the top team in WCC this past year. So, I mean, great baseball program, and you said also academic prestige as well. But joining the Pac-12, how are you kind of excited about that new set of opponents?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be such a great and underrated baseball conference. I mean, you have Texas State, Dallas Baptist, which are always super good in baseball. Yeah. We'll have Oregon State, Washington State, and then Fresno State, who just had a down year this past year, but they usually are pretty good in baseball. And then, of course, San Diego State. It's going to be such a competitive conference, and I'm just glad for the competition that we'll have.
And also, Mitch Darlington walks out to the mound, takes the rock away from Schuyleman. His day is over, as there'll be a new face coming out of the pen for the AppleSox, looking like Harry Pelzman will be walking out to the mound, and we'll talk all about him with Landon White here on the call when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Come celebrate Independence Day at the 12 Tribes Colville Casinos with our Independence Day hot seats. From noon to 4 p.m. July 4th, every hot seat player will have a chance to win up to $1,000. Play your favorite game for your chance to hear your name called for a hot seat and be one of 15 guaranteed winners walking away with $1,000. Don't miss the Independence Day hot seats July 4th at all 12 Tribes Colville Casino locations. Cooley Dam, Lakes Line, and Omak. 12 Tribes Colville Casinos. Far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that two are called a law firm, and that three or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Well, after 2 2/3 innings pitched, Tyler Schuyleman, that is, will take a seat on the bench. He gives up 2 runs here in the top of the 3rd inning to tie the game. And it's Harry Pelzman coming out to the mound, and as you were saying just off air, he's committed to San Jose State University. So he started at UC San Diego and is now moving on to San Jose State, so basically just crosses the street and just goes to another school in California. As he's facing off against Evan Hellner here, first pitch to him, he cuts it foul right into the netting. And I was just talking to you off air, the fact that new opponents in the Pac-12, but very familiar to playing like Washington State, for example. One of the teams that you guys have played almost the most in your history as a baseball program. Now the 0-1 to Hellner. And he takes this one on the bottom rung, called strike 2. And obviously, Gonzaga, great baseball program. We were talking about that. And first in the WCC last year, this past spring. And now the 0-2 to Hellner. Pelzman's offering. And he just fouls it off, stays alive. And obviously, champions of the WCC. But then, get to the postseason, you lose those first 2 games against, I believe, St. Mary's and San Francisco, correct?
Yep.
What exactly happened?
I mean, St. Mary's, we played them at their place for that in-season conference series. Ended up sweeping them. Was a competitive series, but we just felt like we were the better ball club. Then we get to Arizona. We have a first-round bye. They don't. They're able to play in a game the day before us, and I felt like they just came out and used that momentum.
Well, Hellner hits this really deep to center field. Doyle drifts back, makes the catch over his shoulder, and that finally retires the side. But the FishSticks able to strike back here in the 3rd inning. They get 2 runs off 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left stranded on the base pass. We're tied up 2-2 as we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Landon White, you'll stay on the call for us for this next half inning, so stick around to hear what he has to say when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on your scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent. This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment. No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money. So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank, member FDIC.
Now, first pitch on the way to Zach Doyle. He takes strike one on the outside edge. And the FishSticks able to tie up this game 2-2 there in the third inning. So 2 runs for the AppleSox, 2 for the FishSticks. Doyle leads off for Wenatchee in his 0-1 pitch. He takes it on the outside edge again. 0-2 the counts. And we got Landon White still up here with us for the bottom of the third inning. Your WCL Player of the Week this past week had a real breakout performance. And the pitch to Doyle, way upstairs for a ball. And it came after you shaved the mustache. Any connection there?
Nope, I just looked in the mirror and I was like, I had the mustache for a while. Might as well make a little change, and ended up working out pretty good.
Here's the 1-2 to Doyle. He slaps it foul. Basically just realized it was time.
Yeah, it was time, yeah.
It was time. You had to let it go. You know, I have to say, though, out of everyone to shave their mustache, I was sad to see you do it. You had the best mustache on the team.
Thank you.
There are a lot of fake stashes on the team. You know, like they got it, but is it really a mustache? It's not quite. Here's the 1-2. That's outside, ball 2.
It's still debating on if I want to bring it back or not, but we'll see.
Well, from what you had before, you have the ability to grow a pretty good mustache, and so I'm very, very jealous. But I was saying it was one of those things where when you shaved it, you looked completely different, and so everyone's just like, "Who is this guy?" 2-2. That just misses for ball 3 to fill up the count. And Zach Doyle was hit by a pitch on the very first pitch of the ball game to start the first. That was his welcome to Wenatchee moments. Now getting another at bats. Blank canvas here in the third. Tie ball game. Mizuno's pitch. And he slaps this foul just over our heads here in the press box. That's why I'm glad I got the net here. You know, if that comes back and hits me, I can make the catch. You know, I'm somewhat, you know, athletic in a sense. I hope. That's why we have you here. That's the whole reason why we called you up here, actually. Payoff pitch outside, ball 4. Doyle reaches for the second straight at-bats. He has just been finding ways to get on base.
The right fielder, Ky McGary.
So now Ky McGary, sophomore from Phoenix, Arizona, who is playing at ASU. And he was drafted out of high school in the 20th round, but then chose to play at Arizona State University. And as Mizuno from the stretch lifts and delivers. McGary ripped down the left field line. That's fair, and that's going to move Doyle around second. They're going to wave him around third. He's going to score. The throw in to third. They're going to try and get McGary feet first slide. Ball spits away. And now he's going to try and get to home. And he scores inside the park. Home run for Ky McGary. 4-2 AppleSox. What just happened? That was pandemonium incarnate. Landon White, what's the breakdown on that?
I mean, that was crazy. Ky McGary, such a fast guy, and his speed just made them panic, and they just didn't know what to do.
I don't know how to score that. Ryan, was that a hit? It goes down as a triple and then an error. Thank you, Ryan. That's why we have him up here. He's our official scorer. Here's the first pitch, Tyler Jones. That's just high, just inside. So, yeah, 4-2 now your score here in Wenatchee in the blink of an eye. Ky McGary gets a job done. Not how you'll usually see a home run hits.
But especially down the left field line.
Exactly. 1-0. Jones will foul us off his hands through his legs. 1-1 now the counts. But, yeah, triple and then advancing via the error, which isn't quite as flashy as saying a home run, inside park home run, you know. But McGary very quick, incredibly fast. And now 1-1 count on Jones, the offering from Mizuno, and he grounds this sharply to third, and it gets past Rolling and really ate him up on a few hops. It skips past his glove into left field, and now it's another base runner on for the AppleSox. And so I mentioned it there, Ky McGary, drafted out of high school, and currently Akani Owoduni, who just joined you guys, was at the MLB Draft Combine. Looks like he's a pretty good shot at being drafted and was playing yesterday. What have you kind of seen out of the young kid, just graduated high school? What have you seen out of him?
Such a big frame. I mean, and BP, he put a ball over the fence dead center, and we've never seen that so far since I've been at Wenatchee, and that was really, really impressive. Even his throwdowns in between innings was really impressive, too, so kid has a ton of talent.
Overstreet hits this high to right center field, tailing back, going way back, bounces right in front of the wall, right in front of the warning track. They're going to wave Jones around third. He is going to score RBI double for Overstreet, make it 5-2 Wenatchee. AppleSox did not take kindly to those 2 runs getting put up there in the third, get them right back. It's 5-2 with that Little League inside the park home run from McGary, and now the RBI double from Overstreet. The hit train just rolling for the AppleSox, 3 thus far in this inning. And now brings up Joseph Coupland, who had a monster home run in Walla Walla Game 1 of that series, as he did in Game 3 of the Yakima series. And the pitch to him, he takes on a breaking ball. And both those ones that he hit were just no doubters to left field, absolutely gone. And he's behind the count, no balls, 1 strike. No outs here. Mizuno really getting kind of punched in the face here. And the 0-1 pitch to Coupland. And runs inside, easy take for a ball.
Everybody clap your hands.
And 1 runner on for the AppleSox. You got Overstreet there at second, just had that RBI double. And now Coupland at the plate. 1-1 count. Pitch. Coupland, and he cuts and fouls this one off his back foot. That's got to sting a little bit. And 1-2 now the count. And we were talking about it, Jackson, my broadcast partner and I. AppleSox have a few first basemen. You got Marr, Harlan Rowe, and you. Mm-hmm. So obviously, the 3 of you guys kind of cycle around. What's kind of the chemistry between the 3 of you guys?
I mean, it's been kind of great. I mean, in between batting practice rounds, we had like a good conversations about what our different styles are at first base. Yeah. Since like every college really has their own mechanics with playing first. Mm-hmm. I mean, every time I play first, Gonzaga teaches a way like I've never seen before with holding on a runner. Yeah. And to be honest, every time a runner is on the first, they're like, whoa, I've never seen a first baseman hold someone on like this. So they always ask me questions about that technique, and always have to explain to them like kind of what like the focus is around that.
And 2-2 count on Coupland. Pitch from Mizuno. And he fouls this one right off to the netting, stays alive. So kind of just sharing the wisdom, basically, in that sense.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Harlan Rowe just finished his second year of college ball, and Ethan Marr just finished his first. So Ethan Marr, a bit of a younger guy, but he's a big guy.
Big frame, yeah.
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 And the other thing with him, too, is his flexibility. The way he stretches for balls is insane.
Yeah, it is.
And 2-2 count on Coupland. Mizuno's pitch. Grounded right at Mizuno. It hits off his glove. He's on the ground. Picked up by the shortstop, Kuhn. He throws to first to get the outs. But Mizuno, he's back on his feet. So he looks as though it hit the leather. Did not hit the moneymaker, right? But that was a bit of a scary sight.
Yeah.
Oh, those are those balls that make you kind of, your life flash before your eyes in a little bit.
Yes.
As the coach for the FishSticks will come out to make sure that his pitcher is okay. He's put in a little bit of a longer start compared to yesterday. You know, he's in the 3rd inning now, and he's given up 3 runs in this frame. As the head coach for the FishSticks will saunter off, as he confirms that Mizuno is in fact okay. That's the definition of a comebacker right at you, you know, just trying to hit it right back at the pitcher.
Yes.
So I got to ask you, what's your approach at the plate? When you're at the plate, what's the approach behind the WCO Player of the Week?
Kind of, it's pretty simple, to be honest. Just try to hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
That's literally all I do. Wherever it's pitched, just hit the ball hard. And whatever happens, happens.
Very simple.
Yes.
Very simple.
Yes. Don't want to think too much while you're in the box.
You see a lot of guys who have very complicated approaches. In the first pitch to Ethan Marr, he hits this to right field, tailing towards the foul line, drifting, and fouls. It bounces to the FishSticks dugouts, and a full effort dive from Sonoy in right field. Kind of all for naught, though. He dove, and that ball was about 10 feet in front of him. Love the effort, though. A for effort.
Yeah.
0-1 count on Ethan Marr, who we were just talking about. His flexibility is insane for how big he is. He is 6'3" and 230 pounds. And 0-1 count, runner on third. That's Overstreet, pardon me. This pitch to Ethan Marr. Ran inside and clips a part of him. That's going to put him on base. And now runners on the corners for the AppleSox with 2 outs here. Pardon me, only 1 out here in the third. It kind of helps when you're as big as Marr is, 6'3", 230. Makes it a bit of a bigger target, so you can kind of take up more of that box.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, now it's Michael Podstreleni, who is technically 0 for 0 at the moment. Drew a walk back in the second, was stranded there. That was that ending double play that stranded him at first base. Technically cut him out when he was going from first to second. Double check in to make sure that Marr is okay. I didn't see exactly where it clipped him. Did you see where it got him?
Maybe the wrist or like most of the hand, maybe it looks like, from where he's holding it.
Yeah. Sagdahl there, making sure he's okay. And Sagdahl played yesterday.
Yeah.
And obviously the team getting really hyped when he got into the game.
Sagdahl's just such a character. He's such a character.
He's a Coug. Played 4 years at Washington State. Yep. So definitely got some action against Gonzaga, I'm imagining. Podstreleni waiting for his first pitch with the runners on the corners, 1 out here. Pitch to him. And he takes a curve for strike 1. You know, Sagdahl, have you worked it out with him, you know, when you're taking BP, have you sat down and asked him a little bit about any kind of advice?
A little bit. Mostly, it's been mostly about like my lower half, kind of how he's been telling me that I've been kind of coming out of my legs a little bit on some swings, which makes me kind of like roll over to third or short. So he's been making me focus on staying on that back leg a little longer and staying through the baseball a little bit more.
And the 0-1-2 Podstreleni missed for a ball, so even count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on. Overstreet at third, Podstreleni at the plate, Ethan Marr at first base. Next pitch is a ball inside. I almost said Podstreleni was at first base there for a second. Had to catch myself. And 1 out here in the third. 2 runners on. 5-2, AppleSox leading. They extended it here in this frame. As the next pitch to Podstreleni hits him either on the shoulder or on the helmet. Hard to tell, but Pat loads the bases, and Mizuno just kind of struggling to get out of this frame. And here comes the head coach for the FishSticks to talk to Mizuno. And I imagine as first baseman, when those innings just keep going on and on and on, it's probably a little frustrating there at the corner field spot.
Super frustrating, yeah.
It just feels as though the inning will just never, ever end. As Mizuno is done for the day, he hands off the rock, will waddle back to the dugout for the FishSticks, and they're going to get a new face out of the bullpen. And we'll tell you all about who it is when we come back here in just a little bit on the AppleSox Radio Network.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory, is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Eric's European Auto Repair and Sales is proud to support Wenatchee AppleSox baseball. Eric's is the #1 place for European auto repair anywhere in Central Washington. For service, repair, diagnostics, and more, visit ericseuro.com. That's ERIKSEURO.com to book online or call or text 509-888-7696. Open weekdays 7:30 to 6 with after-hours pickup and drop-off available. Enjoy 50% off rental cars when your vehicle is in the shop.
Well, Jaden Mizuno's day is done for the Fish Sticks. They call the pen, bring in Ky Twites, a freshman from Harding University. And Mizuno finishes the day 2 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 5 runs given up. Landon White still on the headset with us. What did you see out of Mizuno in those first 2 innings?
Super, just didn't look confident in the off speed, to be honest. I feel like every off speed was kind of just not even near the strike zone, and that's what happened. And then once that happens, hitters just sit the fastball and kind of just goes from there.
What would you say is your favorite pitch to hit, where you're up there and you see it and your eyes just get wide?
Probably a hanging breaking ball, to be honest. Yeah, hanging breaking ball for sure.
And it's going to be Max Patterson climbing up to bat. He's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to second base back in the 2nd inning. And now he's going to be the first batter that Twites faces. And Twites out of Ellensburg, Washington. We're currently playing at Harding University. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. With the bases loaded with 1 out here in the 3rd. Sox have already struck for 3 runs to reclaim the lead. And Twice's first pitch to Patterson way inside. Gives him a close shave for ball 1. And we were talking about this off air. Apparently, Twice dunked a basketball at the age of 14. That was one of the facts on his bio page for Harding University. 1-0 pitch to Patterson. Ripped down the 3rd base line. Darlington had to Olay out of the way of it. And you guys almost just lost your head coach.
Yeah. And those fans down the line right there.
They're in the hot corner, basically, right? A lot of young kiddos down there. Got to keep them safe. And 1-1 count. 1 out, and the base is still loaded for Patterson at the plate. Twice. Here's the 1-1. And he takes it downstairs. So my question to you now, have you at any point ever dunked a basketball?
I have not. I have not.
That's not one of the athletic feats that you've accomplished yet?
Not at all.
One day?
Hopefully, but probably not, but that is pretty impressive to do.
2-1 pitch in the left-hand batter's box. He takes for ball 3. And I got to admit, I have also never dunked a basketball before. Don't think I ever will. I mean, I have on the little kid ones, you know. My eyes get wide when I see those, and I'm just like, give me a ball, and I'm going to feel like Michael Jordan right now. It's going to be great. And it's a 3-1 count on Patterson. Here's the pitch from Twice. Way upstairs, ball 4. There was nowhere to put him, and they walk in a run, make it 6-2 AppleSox. And it's safe to say that's not the way you want to start the outing. No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Now coming to the plate, the second baseman in your beer batter, Cage Wareham.
So now 4 runs is scored here in the 3rd inning. Doyle scored, McGary scored, Jones scored, and now Overstreet has been scraped across. So 6-2 your score at the moment. Gage Wareham, your beer batter today. And the first pitch to him. As the crowd showers him in beer chants, he takes outside for a ball. Is there a lot of pressure on you when you're the beer batter?
100%. 100%.
Because you were the beer batter a little while ago, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting my hit after the 7th inning, so it did not matter.
1-0 pitch to Doyle. Pardon me, Wareham. He takes it on the outside edge for a strike. I apologize there, Wareham. I said Doyle. Both look very similar. The other day, I remember I was asking for, I believe, Doyle or someone, and they said something, and everyone looked exactly the same. And they responded, and I didn't know who was talking, and I had to be like, who said that? And they had to put their hand up. I felt really bad. Now 1-1 pitch now on the way to Wareham. Now he takes the slider right down the middle for a strike. So yeah, Wareham, your beer batter. And like you said, doesn't matter unless you get it before the seventh inning.
Yep.
Yeah. And Wareham still hitless today, grounded into a double play, actually. So I wonder if that adds money to your beer. As he swings and misses at that pitch downstairs for strike 3. And so now, again, does that add money to your beer? Get grounded into an inning double play, and you strike out swinging. As the lineup card flips over, and the Sox have officially batted around. And this was a familiar sight for you guys last night. You batted around, I believe, twice in that game. There were a couple times. It's the most frustrating thing for a broadcaster because we run out of room on our scorecard.
Yep.
Doyle's going to chop this to first, and it gets away from Bartholomew. Hits off the heel of his glove. Mars scores. Here comes Ponchaleni. He scores. So it's a 2-run RBI error for Zach Doyle, and the AppleSox just continue to extend their lead. So it's looking like more of the same from last night. The error train, free passes, and innings that just seem to never end.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ky McGary.
Now 6 runs have scored here in just this inning. Ky McGary now up to bat, who previously in this inning had that Little League home run. And his first pitch now on the way from Twice. And he flinches the hands, but takes strike 1. On a good slider there, too. That's 77 miles an hour on that slider. Maybe a bit of a sweeper. Hard to tell. 0-1 count, 2 outs, and 2 runners on. The pitch to McGary. He takes down low for a ball. Yeah, McGary on that Little League home run, basically. Triple and then advance on error. That's typically how it works with the Little League home runs. Very hard to hit inside the park home run naturally. 1-1 count, pitch to McGary. Another slider, and again, he takes it for a strike. I don't know if you've noticed this, but this has been bugging me all day. The American flag in center field it's snagged on the flagpole.
Yep.
4th of July is in 3 days. We need someone to shimmy up there and fix it. 1-2, grounded to third. Grabbed by Rolling. He steps on the bag to get the out and finally ends the inning. But the damage really is done. The AppleSox tally 6 runs here in the third off a plethora of hits and extend that lead to 8-2 here in Wenatchee. And we'll step aside on the AppleSox Radio Network. Landon White, thank you so much for being on the call with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And we'll send it away. Here's Smith Slide coming to you live from Wenatchee, Washington.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
Well, Landon White picked one heck of an inning to come onto the headset with us. The AppleSox get 6 runs there in the third inning off a ton of hits, including a Little League home run for Ky McGary. They extend the lead. They were tied going into the frame. Now it's 8-2. And on the play-by-play for the top of the 4th inning, it is no one else but Jackson Dodd.
Thank you, Smith. Appreciate you. The FishSticks had a pretty good last inning in the top half of the third. They picked up 2 runs there. Their only runs of the ball game so far. And leading it off, at the top of the fourth. It's Jake Rawling, Harry Pelzman on the mound. He fires the first off green, and that's a fastball just below the knees for ball 1. Rawling 0 for 0 today. He walked earlier in the second inning. And a 1-0. Fought off the hands, foul. Moves the count to 1-1.
I mentioned before, Rawling going to Gonzaga next year. Just finished his high school career at Jesuit High School. He'll be a teammate with Landon White, who we just had on the headset.
Pelzman kicks and deals the 1-1 pitch, taken for a strike.
And we mentioned before, Rawling really coveted out of high school. Number 6 ranked player in Oregon, number 2nd ranked shortstop.
The 1-2 pitch, just a hair off the plate. Count moves to 2-2 as Pelzman looks for his first strikeout today. The Sox only struck out one batter today in Riley Sonoy. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Line towards right field. McGary tries to track it down, but it'll bounce towards the wall. Rawling digs in for second, and a stand-up double for him to lead off the top of the fourth.
You see, the FishSticks aren't necessarily as bad as the 24-2 score last night tells you. You know, you'd expect, like, oh, were they playing a Little League team? But no, the FishSticks are actually a very good ball club with a lot of good talent. You look at these guys, a lot of these guys are committed to pretty good schools or playing for good JUCOs, and they have the ability to do stuff like that, lead off double, and, like, great hitters up and down the lineup.
Yes.
Now batting, the first base.
Here's Braden Bartholomew. He's got a runner in scoring position. FishSticks are down 8-2. Pitch on the way is high and away for ball 1. Bartholomew's 0 for 1, popped out to the shortstop earlier in the second inning. And you mentioned it, and just yesterday was just not the outing for the FishSticks.
No.
And there is higher caliber talent on the AppleSox, but it's not going to diminish the FishSticks talent. 1-0 pitch in the dirt, ball 2.
It's just different leagues, right? PIL, WCL.
Yeah.
2 different kinds of baseball teams.
And different scouting, you know, just so many different levels that they look for when they're recruiting guys onto their squads. Bartholomew with the 2-0 count with a runner over at second base. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hits right at the knees for strike one. Really good location for Pelzman. Fastball sitting at a nice 90 miles an hour today. The lefty peers in and gets his sign from Pod Streleni. Streleni's first start behind the plate today. And the 2-1. And he's ripped over to right field. McGary works towards his left on the run. He makes the grab. Rawling tags, heads for a third. The throw's not in time. And a runner now 90 feet from scoring with 1 out.
And McGary just put everything he had into that ball, trying to get it as close to third and as, you know, in time to get the runner, but obviously Rawling able to get into third. But I mean, that was a good toss, right? Just if it's more on line, that could be, you know, right to the glove of Overstreet, get the tag.
Another thing too, you know, throwing with this wind.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to try and get as much air underneath it as you can, but with the wind, it'll blow it a little bit. Von Lowe fouls this one back into the netting for the first offering, moving the count to 0-1. The FishSticks down currently 8-2 here in the top of the fourth. Jackson Dodd Smith Slide, happy to have you on this Wednesday afternoon. The wind's just whipping through, man. It is very chilly here at Paul Thomas. The 0-1 in the dirt, and the count is 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, 65 degrees at the ballpark, but feeling a little bit more like 57.
Ooh, yeah.
Which actually is pretty warm, but still a little chilly.
Need my jacket on after this inning. The 1-1 pitch from Pelzman. Fought off the hands, fouled on the first base line. The count's 1-2 as Pelzman looks for his first strikeout. He came in relief for Tyler Schuyleman today, and Schuyleman, you know, really good first 2 innings.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 there, but got into some trouble in the third where he gave out 2 runs. The kick in the 1-2 pitch. Hard ground ball underneath the glove of Overstreet. He can't glove it. Rawling is going to score, and an RBI single by Von Lowe is going to move the score to 8-3.
And it's one of those ones where Overstreet's, they call it the hot corner for a reason. It's just stung to you, and he just throws up a hope and a prayer. and just kind of throws the glove, yanked his head up, does the thing that, like, every Little League coach tells their kids not to do. Like, keep your head on the ball all the way through.
And keep your body in front of it and chest it up as well. Cade Gillen takes a first pitch ball.
You know, it's easy for the coach to say it, but then when you're the guy, like, Overstreet there, 90 plus off the bats, and you're just, like, having to somehow get in front of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't feel good. Get hit there. Bunt Shoney pulls back. The pitch is just outside. Overstreet was crouching from third. Saw a slight movement by Lowe over at first base, anticipating the bunt. He does not advance to second, however, and he stays over at first. The count is 2 balls and no strike with 1 out, and the pitch on the way, outside ball 3. Pelzman struggling with command in this at-bat, giving up an RBI single to Lowe, and that was Lowe's first hit in the ball game. He grounded it out into a double play earlier in the second inning to finish it off. 3-0 pitch. Clips the outer half for strike 1. Galen reached on an error earlier in the third inning. Error by Ethan Marr. 3-1 pitch. Hit up the middle into the glove of Pelzman. He drops it though, but fires over to first and recovers. And there's the second out. What a play there. It went pitcher perfect into his glove. However, it was hit so hard into it, it just dropped out. But a great play by him. He barehanded it and fired over.
And again, life flashing before your eyes. You just kind of thin. The throw, just kind of jut the arm out, jut the glove up, and just hope that you just get it into the leather. Just hope and a prayer.
Tyler Eisenhut now with 2 outs and a man over at second base. FishSticks have picked up 1, looking to make that 2 here, as he's very late on the fastball. And the count's 0-1.
And Eisenhut doubled earlier today and came down to score 3 runs for the FishSticks. 1 of the 2 in that inning.
First hit in the whole entire ball game as well came from his double. The 0-1 pitch, just below the knees for ball 1. Eisenhut open stance here, feet pointing out towards the shortstop. Pelzman kicks and deals. This pitch buried in the dirt. Good stop by Pod Schuyleman to keep it in front of him. The count is now a hitter's count at 2-1.
And Eisenhut's one of those guys from Linfield University. Again, one of those schools that's clearly the FishSticks pull from a lot. They got a lot of guys from Linfield.
Pelzman looks back and fires a 2-1 pitch. This one's lined softly into center. Doyle moves in and makes the grab on the run. And there's the third and final out of the side. The FishSticks do pick up 1 run off of 2 hits. No errors. They leave 1 man left on base in scoring position. Your score is 8-3 as we head down into the bottom 4th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Employee pricing on now at Pat Armstrong Ford, East Wenatchee.
Let's give a big hand to a proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies. Celebrating 25 years of serving our valley, Salcedo does it all, from top-tier HVAC and electrical expertise to major local development. Today, they're proving their philanthropic heart by supporting over 70 local organizations across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties, including our very own Wenatchee AppleSox. Locally grown and deeply committed, Salcedo continues to invest in everything that makes our valley home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.news is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.news provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.news and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit ncw.news for local news you can trust.
Tyler Jones leads it off and takes a first pitch strike on the outer half, moving the count to 0-1. And Jones 1 for 1 today. A run scored in the third as well as a single there, and a walk in the first inning was left on in that inning. The 0-1 offering is a slider, clipping the outer half, and the count's 0-2. Really good breaking ball by Thwaites there. Thwaites coming in for Jaden Mizuno today as the 0-2 pitch is grounded over to Kung. Sliding play, he makes the grab, throwing over to first, and he records the first out.
I want to play there by Kung. I mean, he's been put into some tough spots here yesterday and today, some balls that just are kind of unplayable, but finally gets one kind of in his range. Just slides down to the knee, gets in the glove, and good throw. I mean, he's a really solid middle infielder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good play there as well. Because he's working towards his left, and he has to, only way he can glove it, they're kind of sliding, he spins all the way around on his behind, and then fires it over. Here's Jake Overstreet now. Pair of RBIs today for him with an RBI double in the third. Thwaites comes set. Pearson gets the sign from Hellner and fires as Overstreet chops it weakly back towards the AppleSox dugout for 0-1. And Overstreet, another guy on a 10-day contract, most likely going to see him depart the AppleSox soon. And as is the nature of the WCL, and just, you know, so many different varying contracts, and you have guys come in, come and go. Happens all the time. The 0-1 pitch to Overstreet is above his head. The count's 1-1.
Yeah, that pitch doesn't even register on our track, man. It was so high and so inside that we don't even get we get a little blue dot that tells us where the pitch location was.
Yes.
So we don't even get that on that one. Definitely just missed pretty badly.
Overstreet wasn't even fazed by it either.
No.
He just like, nope, let that go. The 1-1 pitch does the same exact thing, and the count's 2-1. I remember I last year we filmed a video, and I tried to pitch on the mound, and my pitches were so bad they did not register at all. I pulled it so far into the lefty's batter's box as if somebody was in there, I'd hit them at least 5 times. The 2-1 pitch to Overstreet, the breaking ball just a hair high, and the count's 3-1. So now I kind of want some redemption.
Yeah.
I want to come back this year, see if they'll let me, you know, just throw a couple pitches, you know, pregame.
Put in the off-season work.
Yeah. 3 balls and 1 strike. The count, the pitch on the way is high for ball 4, and that's the second walk today for Overstreet.
And we say it a lot, Overstreet, 5'9", you know, a little over 200 pounds, big man. He is as strong as an ox.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed that today. RBI double back in the third to tally one of the 6 runs in that inning. It's 8-2 AppleSox leading, and, you know, Overstreet a big part of that.
Here's Joe Coupland now. Coupland, an RBI ground out earlier in the third inning. Also an RBI ground out in the first. So a pair of those for him today. Thwaites comes set. And the first offering is skied out to left field. Galen moves in, drops his hat, and he hauls it in for the second out.
It's always so funny to me when fielders lose their hats like that. They're running so fast, and the wind doesn't help either. You know, blowing towards right field. The shadows here, Paul Thomas, moving towards right field as well. Sun's slowly going down. It's at just about 8 p.m. here at the ballpark, so still plenty bright out. We're in the very heart of summer.
Ethan Marr now, hit by a pitch earlier, as he lofts this one up to the shallow infield, moving to fair territory. Bartholomew makes the grab for the third and final out of this bottom half of the fourth. The Sox leave 1 man on after no hits, no errors, and no runs. Sox lead 8-2 to head to the top of the fifth here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
When saying goodbye feels overwhelming, Brookside Funeral Home is by your side. The Moeller family and our staff, now serving the Wenatchee Valley with the same award-winning compassion and dedication we have shared for years as an independent, locally owned funeral home. Brookside Funeral Home, helping you honor life and celebrate memories. Brookside Funeral Home, here for you when it matters most. Learn more at brooksidefuneral.com.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special healthcare needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
Have you ever thought about how much you're on your feet? A comfortable pair of boots can make a real difference. If you've had a hard time finding a good pair of boots, visit Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, where you'll find a good selection of Danner boots, including Light 2s, Vicious, and Radical 453s. They also carry Smoke Jumper and Hawthorne white boots. Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, 811 South Wenatchee Avenue.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
So Noah Kung leads it off here in the top half of the fifth. The Sox lead 8-3 here in this second game of the two-game set between the AppleSox and the Dub Sea FishSticks, a PIL team, Pacific International League. And Dub Sea traveling all the way from Seattle, and they all drive separately.
Yeah.
So the parking lot's packed today. Instead of coming on the big team bus, drive separately. And you would think that might be faster actually. First start for Nakung is inside for ball one.
I think I'd prefer that. I love riding on the bus, but something about just driving by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Man of the road.
Man of the road.
Yeah.
Play your own music.
Yeah.
The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball by him there. The count's 1-1, and yeah, I feel like love the bus.
Yeah,
it's always a hair slower.
Yeah,
and you can't always get the rest you need if you're in the passenger seat. The 1-1 pitch is skipped weakly in foul territory, and the count's 1-2.
Yeah, Noah Kung, he had a great play there in the last inning, diving into that play. And apparently he says, this is from his bio at Brandeis University, that Jackie Chan would play him in a movie about his life. It's a good pick there.
Yeah.
Good-looking guy.
Yeah. The 1-2 pitch takes high, ball two. Smith, who would you pick to play you in a movie?
I think yesterday you said Ryan Gosling.
Yep, that's mine.
And, I'm a sheep. I'll follow that. I like Ryan Gosling. I was also thinking Chris Hemsworth, but Ryan Gosling just feels more intelligent to me.
The 1-2 pitch is flied out to center field. Doyle ranging back in front of the warning track. He makes the grab for the first out. Yeah, I see the resemblance. You and Chris Hemsworth, I do see it. I do see it.
The question is, who would play Ryan in a movie?
Who?
What does he look like? Both just staring at him right now.
Give me Chris Evans.
Oh,
Chris Evans.
What a pick.
I think Chris Evans could play Ryan.
That is very true. How about Avery?
Clint Eastwood.
There you go. That's a compliment, really.
Top of the order, Rylan Gullard now. First pitch to him is a strike.
Now, are we talking, fistful of dollars, Clint Eastwood, or current Clint Eastwood?
No comment.
Okay.
There's no balls in one strike. Sox up by 5 here. It's a pitch from Pelzman. He swings and misses. Chase the outer half breaking ball, moving the count to 0-2. Pelzman still searching for his first strikeout today. Hasn't picked one up, but he's managed the fish sticks very well today. The 0-2 pitch on the way is fouled back. Barely got a piece of that one. And Gullard will dig back in.
I just want to see a movie now. AppleSox. What would be the title of the movie about the AppleSox media team?
That is a great question.
The documentary, docuseries.
I think I like a docuseries more now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Now I gotta think on that. What would our title be? No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way from Pelzman. He battles back into the screen. Count stays at 0-2. Yeah, one out here, nobody on.
How about blowing your AppleSox off?
You know, I like that.
That could be good.
Let's go back to the drawing board, though.
Let's workshop it, you know. There's plenty of good ideas out there.
Ryan, think of that for us, okay? No balls and 2 strikes. Pelzman kicks and deals. The 0-2 pitch is way outside, ball 1. The question is, what platform is this going out on? I think Netflix.
No, we can get that. HBO.
HBO.
Yeah.
I like that. The 1-2 pitch from Pelzman. He gets him swinging. Gullert thought it was a drop third, and he looks a little silly as he runs all the way to first and goes back into his own dugout.
With the bat in hand, too.
Yes. Yeah, never even dropped it. He ran the whole entire way.
What was the character from Major League who, like, the joke was that you'd hit home runs and then round the bases with the bat in his hand?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I forget what his name was.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
I think that's on HBO. Along with our docuseries. Rylan Sonoy now, he skips this one over to third base. Overstreet backhands it. Cross diamond throw is not in time. And an infield single for Sonoy, his second hit of the day.
And another good stride by Ethan Marr at first, just doing the full splits, really. Getting as low as any human can possibly get. And I was talking to Landon White about that. Him and Harlan Rowe, the other first baseman, are just in awe of Ethan Marr. They don't know how he does it, right? Superhuman for how big he is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know I can't do that. Have to really hit the chiropractor and get all stretched out to do that. But it's impressive. I mean, we always talk about it. You know, height is very valuable in first base, which Marr has. But then it's also flexibility. I feel like that's something that's not always talked about as much as it is important. Yeah. Because if you can't make those stretches, you can't make those digs, in the dirt, then you're not going to be successful at first base. It was a slight little conference here as, Sonoy's getting checked out by a trainer, making sure he's okay. He might have rolled his ankle or something as he was running over to first, and he'll take a couple stretches in. With that, let's take a look at the WCL School Board Report presented by Exalt Wellness. Visit exaltwellness.com. And it's delivered holistic, non-invasive care tailored just for you. So, Smith, a couple of games going along in the league. What's going on?
Well, of course, it's Canada Day today.
It is.
And so Kelowna and Kamloops had their game very, very early today. And in that game, Kelowna at Kamloops, the North Paws won 11-8. So a bit of a nail-biter there, 2-run ball game. Then you have Bellingham playing in Edmonton against the Riverhawks, and that's in the bottom of the fourth. Riverhawks leading 2-1 for the time being. Then you have Port Angeles, the lefties. They're welcoming the Cascade Collegiate League for a non-league game, 3-2.
Okay.
Close. Yeah, lefties are losing that at the moment. Then you have Yakima Valley, another non-league game playing against the Northwest Star Nighthawks, and it's 4-1, Yakima Valley leading. Then you have Walla Walla playing at Bend, and it's 4-2, the Elks leading by 2 runs. Then you got Victoria, the Harbor Cats, playing in Nanaimo. They are leading 8-0, so the Night Owls really getting smacked around there by Victoria. Then the Marion Berries playing against Springfield, 2-1. The Drifters on top of the 6th inning there. Then also in the bottom of the 6th, the Portland Pickles are playing in Corvallis, 2-0 Pickles on top. And then, of course, here in Wenatchee, it's 8-3. Wenatchee leading by 5 runs over the FishSticks.
Here's Evan Hellner. He comes in now. It's a slight conference. Jackson Duley's going to come and pinch run for Sonoy as he just had too much discomfort in his lower half. First pitch to Hellner is down low. Ball 1.
Hellner, another pretty high prospect in Washington. 38th overall player in the state and the first-ranked catcher in Washington.
The 1-0 pitch. Pelzman yanks it outside for ball 2. Just finished that one a tad bit late.
And Hellner's another one of those guys who's going to New Mexico State. Young guy, just graduated high school.
They're from Sumner High School. Been there a couple times before. The 2-0 pitch. He swings and misses at it. Moving the count to 2-1, and he is yet to pick up a hit today. A ground out in the first and a fly out in the 3rd inning. This game going a lot faster than yesterday.
Yes.
It's been around just short of 4 hours. We are in the top half of the 5th here. 2-1 pitch on the way. He waves and misses as Pelzman looks for his his second strikeout, but 3rd total for the Sox today. Not a big strikeout game. The Sox picked up 14 yesterday, but today they really just managed to handle the FishSticks. Pelzman comes set, and the 2-2 pitch. outside, ball 3.
We're talking about it, the FishSticks playing the PIL League, but they got a lot of young guys, incoming freshmen or freshmen, and chances are we're going to see probably some of these names in the WCL next year.
Mm-hmm. Payout pitch on the way. Runner goes, and he wins and misses at it. Pelzman picked up his second strikeout and the third total for the Sox today. As the FishSticks leave one man on after one hit, no errors, and no runs. Sox lead 8-3 as we head down in the bottom of the 5th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Schuyleman, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Michael Potts leads off the bottom half of the 5th for the Sox here as they lead 8-3. Jackson Dodd, Smith Sly, happy to have you here. Embark on your next RV adventures at 12 Tribes Lake Chelan Casino. Full hookups, lakeside views, and gaming just steps away. Reserve your perfect spot today at ColvilleCasinos.com. 12 Tribes Colville Casinos, far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Again, Sox have a comfortable lead here. They're looking to extend that. The bottom frame of the 5th. First offering to Potts just off the plate for ball 1. Strelani reaching a pair of free passes today. Will walk in the 2nd and hit by pitch in the 3rd. Thwaites comes set and fires, and that pitch runs inside, backs him off a hair. The count's 2-0.
And Potts yet to not get on base in his first game as AppleSox. Just got to the team today.
Something about the new addition for the Sox.
Yeah.
Been really solid so far. A 2-0 pitch. He takes it just on the outer half for strike 1. Hitters count here. Lots he can go to. And the same as a cheat count. 0-0, 1-1. 2-1 pitch. He skips it over to second base. Eisenhut gloves it. Quick little toss, and there's the first out.
Yeah, a lot of new faces that have joined the AppleSox have been real immediate impacts. Michael Podstreleni, Tyler Jones, Zach Doyle here today. Colin Bazizo got in and was just tearing it up. Not playing today, obviously getting a little bit of a break, right? He's going to be here for a while, so taking the time to get some of the new faces in on these non-league games.
Here's Max Patterson. First offering to him. He grounds it over to shortstop. Kung fires over to first. The throw gets away from Bartholome. And Patterson will settle in the 2nd after the ball goes out of play. Once again, another error by the FishSticks today. That's their 3rd.
That's errors, free passes, you name it. It's just been killing the FishSticks yesterday and tonight as well. Obviously a bit of a more tamer score, 8-2. But it was kind of a similar thing last night, and then we all know what the final box score was.
Yeah. So here's Gage Wareham. He's 0 for 2 today. Bit of a slow start after a hot outing yesterday. The first offering from Thwaites. Runs inside, backs him off, and the count's 1-0. So we'll go down as a single for Patterson, but when he reaches 2nd, that's off an error. Thwaites peers in and gets the sign from Hellner. Thwaites coming in for Mizuno today, and the next offering just upstairs for ball 2.
That's 5 hits now for the AppleSox. And the last 4 were all in the 3rd inning when they scored those 6 runs. So the AppleSox like to have big innings, right? But
yes.
Not really spreading the wealth, per se.
Thwaites peers in and fires. This pitch is cued over to shortstop. Kung gloves it, fires over. Nearly airmails it, but Wareham will beat out the throw. And that right there was Kung just getting in his head. He took way too long for that throw.
And it's one of those ones where it's routine. It's right at you. It goes down as an error. And, no excuse for it, right?
No.
It wasn't a hard play. It was right at you, and the throw was just a little bit high. Nothing Bartholomew could do, right? That's tough as a first baseman because you want to make that play, but you just can't keep your foot on the bag.
Top of the order, Zach Doyle now. First offering to him, way outside, ball 1. You have runners at the corners now. Patterson over at third, and of course Wareham over at first base.
And Doyle's another one of those guys who's yet to not get on base today. Hit by pitch, walk, and then reach on error.
Thwaites gets set, takes a breath, and the pitch. This one's taken on the outer half for a strike. And Thwaites really dotting up these corners today. He doesn't have the speed that's going to blow it by you, but he's very crafty. He checked back over to first. Wareham in safely. Wareham has some speed on him. There's some fast guys on the team. Jonas Shields, Ky McGary. Wareham's up there. One of the faster guys. The 1-1 pitch. Taken. Center cut for strike 2. The Sox today just looking for another confidence win. A win today or even a loss today does not affect the AppleSox's official record. The 1-2 pitch hit the other way. Kung gloves an underhand toss to get the out at second. The throw to first is not in time. A great dig by Bartholomew to keep it in the infield. The run does score, and it's 9-3 Sox.
And that right there, Kung, maybe you charge it a little bit. You get to it faster, get a quick flip to second, and then that throw to first is a hair sooner, and maybe you get the double play and maybe you end the inning, right? But that's a lot of maybes. But again, Kung, in his head a little bit, you make those back-to-back errors, and now you're trying to just make the safe play.
Seems a bit too in his head.
Yeah.
Ky McGary takes the pitch for a ball. The throw down to second. Gets away from the shortstop Kung, and a stolen base for Zach Doyle. Puts a runner in scoring position.
And good acting job from Tyler Eisenhutz at second base, who was just pretending to keep the tag down on Doyle so he doesn't think about going to third. He probably could have gotten it. I mean, got into center field. Gullard had to get in quickly, but still runner on second, still runner in scoring position.
Thwaites comes set, kicks and deals. McGary swings and misses. He counts on 1-1. 89 on the inner half. Man,
yeah,
hard to get your hands inside that one. He waves his bat. Back of the stance here in the batter's box. The 1-1 pitch, runner goes. The throw down is not in time and offline. 2 stolen bases here for Zach Doyle in the 5th. And now he's 90 feet from scoring.
That's just when you want to do it, too. Right-handed batter, so the catcher, Hellner, is at a disadvantage. So he has to get the ball, move into a throwing lane, and that's why the throw was offline.
2-1 pitch. McGary hits it back into the screen. The count's 2-2.
So the message is to young baseball players, if you're on second base, and maybe you're figuring out the pitcher's timing, right? Like you figured out Thwaites. And there's a right-handed batter, steal third. Get a good jump. Chances are they're not going to get you.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, man at third. The pitch on the way to McGary. He hits a piece of it and fouls it back.
Now, I say, steal if there's right-handed batter and you get the timing right, but that does also, there's huge asterisks that you have to be fast. If you're not fast, you'll end up just getting picked off. But give it a try.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Biggest thing is the jump.
Yeah,
if you can get the pitcher and you know his looks, you can get a head start. 2-2 pitch on the way is skipped over to Kung at shortstop. He fires over to first and gets redemption. Finally records the out there. Bartholomew manages to keep the foot on the bag, The Sox bring in 1 run after a pair of singles and 1 error by the FishSticks. Sox lead 9-3 as we head to the top of the 6th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Have questions about health insurance? Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Ky Insurance. Whether you are looking for a health plan for your employees or an individual medical plan for your family, contact us at Ky Insurance. We will help you navigate through the process to obtain group or individual plans inside or outside of the exchange. Trust us to provide help before you need it. Let's talk today.
Ky Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at lipke.com.
We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers, where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers, oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
So it'll be Hiroshi Johnson on the mound here for the Sox. And we have some special visitors coming in. We got Nico Crowley, Joe Thornton coming in. I did not know they were coming up. You know, they kind of caught me off by surprise. Crowley's going to get the headset. We're going to step in here. Joe's got a gallon of water. Nico, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, Nico, I'm going to fill the people in on what happened yesterday. You know, you and Joe endured a battle that I would not wish on my worst enemy.
Yeah, it was the worst experience of my life.
Yeah.
And would I do it again? Probably.
I mean, how many hot dogs you go through? You had to do 12.
I think Joe did 7.5, and I did 6.5. I took the loss. But I think at the end of the day, we were both losers.
Yeah, Tyler Jones in the first pitch of the inning rips it hard down the third base line for a double. Excuse me, not Tyler Jones. That's going to be Jake Rawling does that for him there. And, you know, Hiroshi Johnson coming in relief for Harry Pelzman here. And, you know, Nico, I just feel bad for you. You know, you ate Chipotle, too.
Yeah, I had Chipotle before. A nice, solid steak bowl. And to make it a little bit worse, they really loaded up that bowl too.
Yeah. First off, you're on the way from Hiroshi Johnson's
just a bit outside.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, I like that there.
Yeah.
I like that there. Yeah. You ever dream of being a broadcaster?
Yeah, it's definitely up there in the cards once the career's done. Maybe come back to the Snatch and make a couple celebrity guest appearances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know we would appreciate that if you came on down the broadcast. 1-0 pitch from Johnson. Just inside. Now, how about you call the rest of this at bat here?
Oh, the rest of that bat?
Yeah,
all right.
I'll do color.
All right. I'll try my
best. And you call this.
Hiroshi looks in. Oh, a little bit of wind up here for us. Comes set. Takes a peek at second. Delivers. And a foul ball straight back. I actually have a question for you.
Yeah, you have a question for me?
So I'm trying to, get to know people as much as I can here and try to see, get to know everyone who helps keep this big ship running. There's no one here more important than the people up here because they get the game rolling. They have the scoreboard.
Yeah.
What interested you and what brought you here?
Oh, man.
Oh, and a drive into left. Max Patterson is there for the catch. I believe that is the first out of the inning.
Yeah, first out. You know, that's a great question. You know, I played baseball my whole entire life, and let's just say, wasn't the best guy on the team. You know, I was, first and last out gritty guy, but I didn't exactly have the talent. I want to stay in the game, and I found broadcasting is the best way I can stay close and keep on going. I love talking to you.
Oh, yeah. That's the best part. That's why I come up here so much, and I get to talk to a bunch of faces that I can't see, but I know you guys are out there listening.
Yeah, of course.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Grandma. Ooh, a little bit of a wild pitch, and he's taking third. Throw to third, not in time, and he's safe.
Stolen base for Jake Rolling. They're rolling into third.
Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Incoming freshman Jacob Rolling going to Gonzaga. Now Von Lowe. Pitch. Dribbled to the right side. Ethan Marr takes it over. Run scores, unfortunately. And let's see who we have next. Cade. I'm not going to try the last name, but it's Cade.
Cade Galen. As the score now 9-4 after the RBI ground out by Von Lowe.
Yeah. Hopefully Hiroshi can get this last out, get the bats back in, because something I've noticed is just the bats have been on fire. As he starts the wind up, throws the pitch. Ooh, just a bit inside. Looked like it had a little bit of a wrinkle, probably a changeup.
Yeah, do you know Hiroshi's set? What he's got?
I know he's got a four-seam, a slider, probably a cutter. And here's the pitch. Strike just on the outside corner. Love that as a pitcher. And I think there's a curveball in there as well. I think so, because some of them, the breaking ball does look a little bit bigger than a slider.
Yeah.
As he throws the pitch. Fouled straight back. Now he's in the attack count 0-2. Let's see if he can go into his little bag of tricks. Bag of tricks. All right, as he deals the pitch, fouled straight back again. Looks like a changeup, trying to go right on the outside black. I love the pitch, I love the call, but I think it just would have been a little bit better if it was slightly lower and maybe a little bit more outside. Looked like it caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Yeah. Thankfully in the driver's seat here, 1-2 count,
still
2 outs.
Still in the driver's seat, still so much to work with. See, starts the wind up, throws the pitch. Smoked down the right field line. Ky McGary's going over there to pick it up. Looks like he's going to nestle into second.
Nestle into second? I like, I'm going to throw that into my bag of tricks now. I like that one.
I pride myself in the words I know. I go into a glossary or a thesaurus once in a while just to update the repertoire I have.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
You're showing off right now.
Yeah. You put the mic in my face and I just go into my bag of tricks.
I'm impressed right now. You got Tyler Eisenhut now.
Ooh. Eisenhut.
Had a double earlier today in the third inning.
Really? Let's see. Junior at Linfield. Hiroshi throws the pitch right down the middle for a strike. It's a pitcher, I love that. Just attacking straight out the gate. Just, you know what? Here's my best pitch. Go and hit it. Try to do what you can.
Challenge the guy.
Yeah, love challenge pitches. Because hitting a baseball's hard. Hitting a spherical object with a cylinder, you really wouldn't think like, oh, let's make a game out of that. He throws the pitch, fouled off to the right side. But it's... Oh, does he have a jersey?
I just saw him wear number 31.
You heard it from Joe Thornton, folks. Ian Sagdahl is wearing a jersey again, and he might get another at bat. Wow. Don't quote me on that, because I'm up here and I'm not down there right now. But another, slightly fouled. Didn't really play the slice as it goes to the right side. Let's see if Hiroshi can maybe throw a slider here and try to get it a little bit in the other batter's box.
I like the slider call.
Yeah, just because he's so far in, he has so much to work with, where you can okay, I'm going to try to throw something to strike you out, and it doesn't matter if it's a strike or not. Deals exactly as I said. Slider away. Didn't get the swing, but now he has a new tunnel set up on the outside. He could rip a sinker outside, try to get a freeze or something like that. That's what I would try to do here. But she's a different pitcher than
messes with Eisenhut's eyes.
Yes. Z comes set, throws the pitch. Just a little bit up, I think.
I like that, though. You go away with a slide, and then now you come high and up with a fastball.
Changing the sights, it's so big in pitching, because once again, hitting's hard, and if he can throw as many different, no pun intended, curveballs at him, it makes it so much more difficult. Oh, and there's a drive out to left field. Max Patterson camps under it and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. Wow. Love that. Minimizing damage, love it.
Minimize damage. They pick up 1 run off of 2 hits. They leave a man on base and no errors. We'll come back for more. Sox lead 9-4 here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Shortstop, Tyler.
All right, and welcome back to the AppleSox Radio Network. I'm Joe Thornton taking over for an inning, along with my good friend and partner, Nico Crowley.
What is up, guys? I'm back.
In steps, leading off the inning is Tyler Jones. The Woodinville native is going to get fisted off the hands, drop one into right field, but under is the right fielder and make the catch. Out number 1, quick out for the AppleSox.
Yeah, really quick. Is this Jake Overstreet coming to the plate? I believe it is.
Weatherford native.
Weatherford from Rockwell, Texas.
He's a beast. I love Jake.
Great guy.
What's your favorite part about Jake Overstreet?
I think my favorite part about Jake Overstreet is just kind of how the happiness he brings every day. I don't think I've ever seen him not smiling.
He's just a happy little guy.
He's just a happy guy, and that's all you can ask for in today's game.
But he swings angry, man. Takes strike 1. Outside corner, like a slider there.
I'm not going to lie. I thought that hit the plate, but...
It did after the catcher dropped it, but it crossed in the zone.
Okay.
So we got a track man right there, too, to help us.
75.
A little visual aid there. That was definitely a slider here. So 0-1 now to Overstreet. The Texan. Takes outside.
Just
another slider.
Another slider. Going back to it.
Don't hate it. I'm not going to lie. If I saw Overstreet hitting as a pitcher...
I'd be a little intimidated.
I would not give him many fastballs. That is an angry man up at the dish. As the 1-1
and misses
is
at
88.
A fastball.
Yep. Out of the zone there a little bit.
Yeah.
Chasing a little bit.
Just a little bit low.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. If he makes contact, it's going to go a Texan mile.
Overstreet, number ranked 20 ranked catcher in Texas. What a beast.
Really? That's
number
hard to
1
do.
in
There's
my
a lot
heart.
of people down there in Texas.
1-2 or 2-2.
Just a bit outside.
Everybody clap your hands.
So, Nico.
Yep.
What's been your favorite part about being on the AppleSox this year, man?
I think one of my favorite parts about being on the AppleSox,
2-2 is
fouls
fouled
off a pitch, is kind of just the way I can unapologetically be myself when I'm playing. Like, I don't have anything to worry about. I can just kind of just flow and just be like me and like focus on the things I really need to focus on without like any outside pressures.
You know, that's I think one thing our staff does a fantastic job. As the pitcher comes set, I can't find his name, and he delivers 2-2, taken up high for a ball. 84 on that pitch. Maybe a changeup? Maybe. I don't know. We've seen 88 on his fastball.
Seen up to 88, yeah.
But
it's a 3-2 count here to Jake Overstreet. Only stands at 5'9", but I can tell you he fills out that frame.
Oh! Coming inside on our guy, and he takes ball 4.
And as he walks over to first base, up to the plate is going to be Joseph Coupland.
Making his swan song tonight. The final game of Joe Coupland. One of the original AppleSox on this team.
Yeah.
Been here since day one. He's a beast.
He was there at the first practice. I wasn't.
No, he's a fantastic ball player. Great locker room guy. And he caught me down at Edmonton.
Yeah.
As the pitcher comes set. And he's going to get
smokes
fisted.
one into left. All right. Sorry, I'm here for my guys.
Okay, folks. I don't think 80 exit velo would be smoked into left field here.
I think it is.
87 in off the hands, but Coupland, great direction, able to poke it over the shortstop's head for a base hit. And now the Sox. Here we come. The Sox are threatening.
We're smelling a little bit of blood. Let's see if we can go in for the kill here as Ethan Marr walks up to the plate.
Oh my goodness, wait, this is Ky Twaits that's pitching. I played JUCO ball with Ky Twaits' older brother.
No way.
Oh!
As the pitch goes up and in and almost hits him in the head. Wow.
Ky Twaits, great kid, son of Eric and Denise Twaits, great family, brother to Braden Twaits, one of my first friends I made when I got to Spokane Falls.
As the FishSticks take a
mound visit.
As they take a mound visit, I just like to apologize. Me and Joe, we're not really media trained up here as the other guys are, so we might have just screamed in your ears. And I'd like to apologize on behalf of both of us.
Absolutely. But in other news, we have just received news that player coach Ian Sagdahl is getting ready to make another appearance. We're yet to figure out if that's as a hitter or as a pitcher, but we have movement in the dugout from I think big number 31 tonight.
Yeah.
Coach Ian Sagdahl.
Looking down at the bullpen, I think that's Derek out of Utah Tech down there getting loose. Yep. I can see his glove a little bit. And that's how I remember names. I just look at their glove.
All right, so the 1-0
pitcher comes set, throws to pitch.
Comes up again. Sorry, guys.
Goes to the same spot. Joe,
I'm sorry. We need to, dude. I get worried for my boys.
I understand that.
Back-to-back pitches upstairs.
We have to think about the viewers here too.
Yeah, I know.
They could be wearing headphones.
I'm very expressive. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Ethan Marr, pride of Tacoma Community College out of the NWAC West, as the pitch misses outside.
MLB comp Paul Goldschmidt.
I really like the player comp of Paul Goldschmidt. Great defensive guy. I believe he won a Gold Glove when he was back with Arizona. And I like to think Ethan Marr was a pretty good glove. I've seen him make a couple really good plays over at first as the pitch is delivered outside as he takes a walk. And I just honestly think that's a really good comp for him.
One of the smarter baseball players in the MLB, too. Great base runner.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't think out of a first baseman. And in steps a new guy, Michael Podstrolini.
Yeah, new guy.
That's definitely what it is. But it looks like the FishSticks are going to make a pitching change. That'll do it for Mr. Ky Twaits, the young buck out of Ellensburg High School. And who do we have coming in? I'm trying to find the roster here, guys. Beckett Turnbow. Oh, that's a sick name, dude.
That's a baseball name.
That's like what I'd name like a chocolate
out of
Labrador.
New Mexico State and from Maple Valley, Washington.
Ooh, Maple Valley. I wonder if he knows Bryson Leach.
He's a two-way player, shortstop and a right-handed pitcher. Looking at this little cheat sheet we have over here. Where'd the thumbtack go? I found it.
Jackson's going to help me out real quick here.
Sox up 9-3. We'll meet the new face Beckett Turnbow after this here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Friendly, professional staff where they take care of all of your dentistry needs. Fillings, cleanings, root canals, crowns and bridges, orthodontic appliance therapy, oral surgery, and dental implants. Complete dentistry for the whole family, where their experienced staff takes pride in offering comfortable care in a relaxed atmosphere and strive to exceed your expectations. Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry, now at their new home at 445 Mission Street, across from Banner Bank in Wenatchee. The convenient parking off Mission and 5th Street.
Since 1977, Hagelin's Trophies has provided North Central Washington with the best in awards. Capture those special memories with a trophy, plaque, or award from Hagelin's Trophies. They also engrave name badges, desk and wall signs, and can customize your badges, signs, and awards with your logo on their laser engraving system. If you need promotional items, they can help there too. Hagelin's Trophies, 123 North Schuyleman in Wenatchee, and at Hagelin'sTrophies.com.
Discover what premier senior living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
Welcome back to the AppleSox Radio Network. Joe Thornton again, joined here by Nico Crowley as in steps Michael Pistrellini against Beckett Turnbow.
Here's the pitch.
Fastball
just a
taken
bit
down.
89.
Now Turnbow looks like he's an incoming freshman to New Mexico State, so he'll be joining our very own Braden Boyd down there.
Oh, Boydo. I didn't know he was going there.
Good little program. Better place to be a hitter than a pitcher, though. 1-0.
Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back off the netting we got here, or else might have ended up here in the booth with us.
Trying to find stats here about Mr. Turnbow here, but this is kind of an at-bat where we don't have much on each guy.
Yeah.
0-1 to Big Mike.
Just a bit low. Looked to be a breaking ball.
First impressions of Big Mike?
I like him. He's got a pretty good build at 5'11", 190. And I'm excited to see what he can do for the program. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
91 from Mr. Turnbow. Ooh, gas me up. I wish I threw 91.
Oh, I remember those days back when I was a young buck at Olympic College.
The NWAC days, man. Oh,
yeah.
Now, Tutu to I cannot say his last name. Big Mike.
Big
Tutu.
Mike, as we call him in the clubhouse.
And it is taken down the middle for strike 3.
As in steps Max Patterson, a fellow NWAC guy, went to Everett Community College and is now at Northwest Nazarene.
381 his last year at Everett. This guy was a problem when we played him with Spokane.
I have a fun story about Max that I'll say after this pitch. As in comes a strike, looks to be a breaking ball. And fun fact, last year I was playing for the Medford Rogues, and we played the Redmond Dudes, and Max Patterson maybe hit the farthest home run off me that I've ever given up.
He can swing it, man.
Yeah.
Strong kid. 0-1, fisted off the hands, rolled to second base, and he's going to go the short way to first, and that'll do it for the Sox here. So Nico's going to break it down.
More here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Need to rent a car? Remember Wenatchee Rental Cars. Locally owned and located near the airport, they offer after-hours pickup and returns are available. They rent European cars, SUVs, and 7-passenger vehicles, all equipped with all-wheel drive for safe driving. Book by calling 509-888-2397 or send a rental request at WenatcheeRentalCars.com. All vehicles are clean, dependable, and maintained by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair.
A new face on the mound coming in for Hiroshi Johnson. That's going to be Derek Render. And for the play-by-play, here's Smith Sly.
Thank you, Jackson. AppleSox still leading 8-3 as we are now into the top half of the 7th inning. Derek Render on the mound for the AppleSox. Sophomore out of Utah Tech, played the last 2 seasons there and ended this past spring with a 33.75 ERA, which is not truly indicative of the kind of pitcher that he is. Obviously, last spring got into a little bit of trouble, but now takes things over for the 7th, and he'll be facing off against Luke Parker in the 9-hole spot, who is batting in lieu of Noah Kuhn, who came out of this game just a little bit ago and was having a bit of a defensively fraught day today at shorts.
Shout out to Nico Corrali and Joe Thornton coming on the broadcast there. And
I was very impressed.
You know, Joe and Nico both, I think from all the guys we've had up here have the most
flair,
best prowess
in
the booth.
They know ball.
They do know ball
in insane amounts. They were talking about the pitcher on the mound for the Dub Sea FishSticks, and Crowley was one of the guys who mentioned that, hey, he hit a home run off me when he was playing.
Yeah.
It's these guys that know a lot about this game. As Luke Parker again batting in place of Kuhn, and the pitch from Render, right-hander. As it's ground through the right side, splits it to the right field grass, leadoff single on the very first pitch of Render's outing.
And the funny part is, too, about Joe and Nico coming up. Usually we, have people, we send our director of communications, Carly, thank you to her for going to get those guys. And I asked him in between breaks, I'm like, did Carly come grab you? They're like, no, we just came up here.
It was a very spontaneous decision by them.
Yeah, we just turned around and they're right there.
That just sums up Nico and Joe. They take things in their own hands. And it's Rylan Gullard now, batting in the leadoff spot for the FishSticks. He's 0 for today, 0 for 3 to be exact, but he does have a sac fly back in the 3rd to score one of the 3 runs for the FishSticks today, as Pozzolani will go out to talk to Render after that leadoff single on the very first pitch. And while he talks about that, let's talk about People's Bank. People's Bank wants to help you buy your dream home, from buying the land to building the house. Local lenders and local decisions. Welcome home. Welcome to People's Bank. Equal housing lender member FDIC. Let's also thank Levi Grothen Insurance. Contact Levi Grothen Insurance for your home, auto, life, health, business, and farm insurance. Here before you need us. Peace of mind delivered online at libkey.com. Now Render from the stretch early in his outing with a runner on first base. His first pitch to Gullard. That's way outside for a ball. And the fastball, 89 degrees. Miles per hour, not degrees. Wow. I was thinking of the weather. It's cooled off here at the ballpark a little bit. Now at about 63 degrees here in Wenatchee. 1-0 to Gullard. Now he gets jammed on the hands, but parachutes this into right field. It'll bump Parker into second, and now runners on first and second. No outs here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, the Dub Sea bats, they've hung in this game. They actually have more hits from the Sox. They have 9 right now after that one right there. And I think yesterday just was not their day. Granted, it's a little bit of a different class between WCL and the PIL, of course, but I don't think that was a true testament to their nature yesterday.
Put it in perspective, Harlan Rowe on the AppleSox played for the Dub Sea FishSticks, I believe last year is what I remember him saying. So a lot of guys will play in the PIL and then move on to the WCL. And the first pitch to Dulé clips the outer edge for strike one.
Because in a way, it's like a stepping stone. It's a way to get in front of these WCL coaches who, have even more connections, and then just step up and they get connected to college coaches and just spread their web of connections.
Now here's the 0-1 to Dulé. He cuts and misses on the breaking ball. 0-2 the count. And should say it's 9-2 Wenatchee leading. 9-4. So I'm trying to read the scoreboard from right here. A lot of things have been happening, right? When we step aside for a moment to let Joe and Nico on the call, we forget some of the things that happen. And 0-2 count on Dulé. Pitch from Render, yanked outside into the lefty's batter's box. That's the first ball of the at-bats.
And Dulé had a pretty good day, pair of singles for him. He did strike out to start this ball game, but it's been a consistent bat in the lineup today for the FishSticks.
Now 1-2 count on Dulé. Render checks to second, now pitches. Spikes it into the lefty's batter's box, gets away from Podstreleni, so that's going to allow Parker to jog into third, and Guller skips into second. Yeah. Render had a little too much seasoning on that slider. A little too spicy. And 2 runners on. Gullard at second and Parker at third. And, of course, Dulé at the plate. 2-2 counts. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the 7th. 9-4, AppleSox leading. Pitch. Chopped off the plate, right to Overstreet at third. He'll throw across the diamond. The pick by Marr. They got the out. Man, is that kid flexible or what?
Wow, what a stretch there. Even better pick right there. I initially thought it rolled out of the glove, but man, great hands to haul it in there. And honestly, if you're going to ask for a ground ball, that's the perfectly placed ground ball right at Overstreet where it takes him towards the third base bag. So if Parker wanted to head home, he would have gotten tagged anyways.
Yeah, so now brings up Evan Hellner, the catcher today. He is 0 for 3 so far. Ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. His first pitch, he takes well outside, ball 1. Yeah, again, AppleSox leading 9-4, so up by 5. But this is, might as well be a 1-run ball game compared to last night's. 1-0 pitch to Hellner. He's in ground this to the right side, right at Wareham. He scoops it up, throws the first, gets the out, but it does a job, scores Parker, and now it's 9-5. AppleSox still leading.
And the big thing yesterday, too, was just that 10-run spot in the 8th inning. Granted, the Sox are still up by a considerable amount, but that just, man, that blew the game open, and that was just, whew, it was tough for the FishSticks after that.
So Jacob Rowling. He's going to bat with 2 outs and 1 runner on the base pass. Gullard there at third, 90 feet away. Pitch to Rawlings. And he takes right down the middle and on the bottom rung for a strike.
Yeah, the pair of doubles today. The 4th and 6th scored both times also in those innings.
He's having a hot day for the FishSticks. Swinging a hot stick. 0-1 pitch. As is grounded right at Jones on a few hops. He throws on the run, and another good stretch from Marr secures the out and ends the inning. So the FishSticks get 1 run here in the 7th. Off of 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left stranded on the base pass. 9-5, Wenatchee still leading, but the FishSticks making it a little more interesting than they did last night. You're listening to AppleSox Baseball, only on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Come celebrate Independence Day at the 12 Tribes Cultural Casinos with our Independence Day hot seats. From noon to 4 p.m. July 4th, every hot seat player will have a chance to win up to $1,000. Play your favorite game for your chance to hear your name called for a hot seat and be one of 15 guaranteed winners walking away with $1,000. Don't miss the Independence Day hot seats July 4th at all 12 Tribes Caulfield Casino locations. Coulee Dam, Lakeshore, and Omac. 12 Tribes Caulfield Casinos. Far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
Well, the FishSticks were able to chip into that AppleSox leads 9-5 as we move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Gage Wareham, Zach Doyle, Ky McGary, your 3 guaranteed Sox late in this game, about 2/3 of the way into this non-league game, Game 2. Smith Sly and Jackson Dodd on the call. Thank you for joining us here on the AppleSox Radio Network as Gage Wareham digs into that left-hand batter's box. Beckett Turnbow still on the mound for the FishSticks. And as Turnbow lifts and delivers, he misses away, ball 1. And again, you hear the crowd serenading Wareham with the beer, beer, beer chant.
Yes.
Now, beer batter of the day, 1-0 pitch. And he spits on the curve for ball 2.
We came up earlier today in the 5th inning with a single, so knocked, $1 off the beer there. Besides that, grounded out in the 2nd and struck out in the 3rd.
And 2-0 count now, looking to save fans some more money. As this pitch misses high and away for ball 3. And I was saying it, he grounded into an inning double play and struck out swinging. So the question is, does that add money to people's beer? Does it make it more expensive when you do stuff like that?
I don't think that's how it works.
I feel like that should be how it works, 3-0 pitch. And he swings and misses at a top shelf fastball, 3-1. Now the count. The beer chant's just continuing at the ballpark.
Still going at it.
Still strong. Here's 3-1. On the upper outside edge, perfectly placed on the track man. Just about, a fingernail's length off of the zone. Just on the corner. Fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Wareham, leading things off here in the 7th. And the payoff pitch to him. He shoots us the opposite way. A little bloop that drops into left field. Wareham's around first. He wants 2. The throw to the bag is not nearly in time. Stand-up double for Gage Wareham. Wow.
I don't know if he went and stretched out that double because his teammates wanted him to get the $2 off, or if he, really just knew he had second base because he kind of stretched it out there. That's for sure at least a single because it was in shallow left field. It just dropped in there. But initially off the bat, I did not think he'd get a double out of that.
The question is, does it actually give $2 off? Because I think the rule is it has to be before the 7th inning. Or it might be in the 7th inning as well. That's the question. I'm not sure.
That's a great question.
And Zach Doyle now, pitch from Turnbow. And that's spiked right on home plate for a ball. Gorgeous day in Wenatchee today, 62 degrees. Sun just about going down, so those clouds starting to turn that golden, shady yellow in a sense. Now the 1-0 offering from Turnbow. Now he paints it on the lower outside edge, strike 1. And you see the hills out there in East Wenatchee out there. Beautiful view here from the ballpark at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. 1-1 count. Turnbow checks to second. Now kicks and deals. That's upstairs. He takes it for ball 2.
Yeah, Fancher Heights out there. Out towards right field. Good old Fancher Heights. I used to grow up back there.
Yeah.
I guess up there.
Yeah. The hood?
No.
No. Gated community?
I mean, no, not exactly.
2-1 pitch. Doyle kind of thought about offering that, but it gets the edge for strike 2.
Yeah, Smith, I got to educate you on East Wenatchee and Wenatchee.
Yeah.
I got to take you around town, show you the sights.
Yeah. The sights of Wenatchee and East Wenatchee.
Show you the Costco.
2-2 pitch from Turnbow. And the curve got him looking. Doyle none too pleased as he goes left, right, back to the dugouts.
Yeah, I mean, a really good pitch sequence there by Turnbow, and then the breaking ball in the outer half to catch Doyle looking. And then it was initially after Doyle was ahead in the count there. And he battled back in a really good start after giving up a leadoff double.
And Turnbow's second punch out of the night. He got Podstreleni swinging to start his outing back in the 6th. Now he faces Ky McGary with Wareham at second and 1 out here in the 7th inning. Oh, McGary tagged high and deep left field. It bangs off the 1776 banner. Wareham was having to make sure that ball wasn't caught, so he's going to have to stay put at third. But wow, a loud, long double for Ky McGary.
And that's Paul Thomas Senior Stadium right there. I mean, that's 341 distance-wise, 107 miles off the bat. He absolutely smoked that ball, got every single inch of it. But with Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, it's so hard to hit it out of left field. You know, right field, very easy. But hitting a pull side homer as a righty is something you don't see very often, which is kind of crazy to say.
Now, speaking about home runs, Tyler Jones up to the plates. His first home run is an AppleSox in his very first game last night. And the pitch to Jones. Oh, that's right, down Main Street. It doesn't get any more middle than that. On a 9 pockets, little receiver thing, that would be in the very middle pocket of it. 0-1 count on Jones. Turnbow, the breath and the pitch. And he watches this one just get the bottom rung. That's strike 2. And there's 1 out here in the 7th. It's a pair of doubles to get 2 runners on. Wareham at third and McGary at second. Jones at the plate, batting in the 3-hole today, and for good reason. A double away from the cycle last night. Turnbow now fires the 0-2. Oh, got him swinging. Top shelf heat, 90 miles an hour, spins Jones around. And there's 2 away here in the 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jake Overstreet.
Yeah, Overstreet now climbing up to the plates. Having himself a day, a sac fly in the first, an RBI double in the third, and he came around to score on, and then a pair of walks to get him on base. So he has been able to get on base in 3 out of 4 plate appearances today. As Turnbow agrees on his signs, he's hoping to leave 2 runners left on base, both in scoring position. The first pitch to Overstreet is past his chin, ball 1. And it's 9-4. AppleSox leading by 5 runs here, which seems like not that big of a lead considering their 24-2 blowout last night. 1-0 pitch right down Main Street, strike 1.
And Overstreet, I mean, this guy's having a great day. Pair of walks, get an RBI double, sac fly. This guy has pretty much done everything he needs to do today.
He's got 1-1 counts against Turnbow. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. 2 runners in scoring position. The pitch to Overstreet. And he waves at the breaking ball and just fouls it to the AppleSox dugout to make it a 1-ball, 2-strike counts. Overstreet looking to come up big here. Ball to the outfield grass would score a pair and extend that lead for the AppleSox. Again, blew out Dub Sea last night 24-2, which really dwarfs their 5-run lead here. One-two count on Overstreet. 2 outs here in bottom of the 7th inning in Wenatchee. Smith, Sly, Jackson, Dodd on the call. As Turnbow set from his face, here's the pitch. High and tight past Overstreet's hands, and 2-2 the count.
Yeah, Turnbow, I mean, having a pretty good outing. I mean, he's giving us some doubles, but he's striking out the most AppleSox batters the FishSticks have done today.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. McGary at second and Wareham at third. The offering now to Overstreet. He admires a middle fastball, 90 miles an hour from Turnbow. Make it 3 strikeouts for him. 4 strikeouts from him today. And that ends the inning. The AppleSox get no runs here in the 7th off of 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men stranded at second and third. We're into the top half of the 8th inning here in Wenatchee, 9-5. The AppleSox still lead. We'll see what happens when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
Slide into summer fun at Slidewaters Lake Chelan, your one-stop vacation paradise. With 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racer. Bolt down their tube classic, Thunder Rapids, with just you on your tube or a party up to 4. Plunge down the completely enclosed Purple Haze. Or float down the lazy river. Slidewaters Lake Chelan. For all the fun adventures, go to slidewaters.com.
Well, now into the top of the 8th inning. AppleSox still lead 9-5 late in this game as Braden Bartholomew will lead off for the FishSticks. And on the call with us, we have Jonah Shields and Kanoa Morisaki. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Doing good.
Doing good. Thank you for having us.
So Render's still on the mound for the AppleSox. He's from the right side, as is Bartholomew. And Render winds and fires the first pitch. That's right down Main Street for a strike. So obviously last night, 24-2, the final score. What was that kind of like for you guys to watch from the bench?
It was good. A lot of fun. You know, Coach Sagdahl got in there. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was fun to see Coach Sagdahl in there. Back in his element. Got a knock. It was awesome.
Wenatchee goat.
1-1 count now on Bartholomew. The pitch from Render. And he chops this to third. Overstreet's got it. Easy throw across, easy outs. One away now in the 8th inning. And, of course, Jonah, this is I believe, your last day in Wenatchee. Is that correct?
No, I'm actually here until the 5th.
5th of July? Okay, so you'll be here for the Edmonton series.
Yes,
okay,
I'll be here.
That's good news for the AppleSox. Obviously, hit leader at the moment with a 30 at the moment, I believe. And tied for first place for stolen bases as well. So Shields has wheels, as we like to say.
Shields has wheels.
Exactly. So now it's going to bring up Von Lowe and pitch to him. And he rips this up the middle, out of the reach of Wareham. Line drive into center. And it's a one-out single for the FishSticks here. And, of course, I believe the term would be dusted Jackson Dodd in a race earlier this year.
I'd say dusted, yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Was it a challenge? You know, when you heard that you were going to be going up against Jackson Dodd?
At first, I was like, oh, you know, they might be playing a trick on me, and he might be real fast. But as soon as we got out there, it kind of was cool. And
here's the first pitch to Galen, and it's way upstairs for a ball. Now the question is, Morisaki, do you think you could beat Jackson Dodd in a race?
You know, I'm a slower baseball player, but I 100% think I could beat Jackson Dodd in a race.
And 1-0 count on Cade Galen. 1 out and nobody on. He bats third here one runner on. He goes after this one, flares at the left field. Patterson comes way in, makes the catch, chases low back into the bag, and there's two away quickly here in the 8th. And so, Kanoa, to give you some context, Jackson started at the 1776 banner, and Jonah was at the foul line. So Shields had a pretty decent lead.
Yeah.
So with that lead, do you still think you can close the gap?
Are we running to the 408?
To the People's Bank sign out there, yeah.
You know, I think it'd be a close one.
It'd be really close?
I think it'd be a photo finish, but I think I'd take it from him.
Well, now it's Eisenhut up to bats as he takes the first pitch. It gets away from Podstreleni, hit off his knee pads, and it will move low into second, takes advantage of the pass ball, so he's in scoring position now. And Morisaki, I believe I've heard that you play the ukulele. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah.
What is your favorite song to play on the ukulele?
Oh, I have a bunch of favorite songs, but I think my favorite's called Second Chance by Molino.
Love it. First pitch to Hamada is upstairs, ball 2. Second pitch to him. I will say, I got into the ukulele, throughout my life. I've been always trying to learn how to play it, and it's very difficult. What's your, a piece of advice to beginners wanting to get into it?
My piece of advice to beginners is just to pick up and start playing.
And this pitch chopped right to short. Jones has got it on the forehand, throws across, gets the out to end the inning. But please, your piece of advice?
Yeah, my piece of advice is just pick it up and start playing. That's the only way to get better, is just keep playing, keep practicing, and learn from your mistakes.
Absolutely. So the AppleSox are able to retire the FishSticks here in the 6th inning. They get no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left stranded on the base pass. 9-5. Sox still lead when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on your scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Well, Joe Koopman will lead it off for the Sox here in the 8th inning. He swings and misses. He fouls off the first pitch he sees. Turnbow still on the mound. On the play-by-play, we're going to have Jonas Shields and Kanoa Morisaki.
There you go. Koopman steps in the box. Pitcher comes set. Heater. High. Hits the backstop.
Joe Koopman has shown some real discipline at the plate. A lot of walks on the year. Has a great eye for the ball.
Yeah. Now we have
the 1-1.
The 1-1.
Pitcher coming set.
Ball taken down.
Another great take by Joe Koopman.
And Koopman had a couple of real monster home runs. Yakima and Walla Walla. They crushed off the bat, like no doubters immediately, yeah.
Yeah, Koopman's got some juice in the bat.
Oh, yeah. Great hitter at the plate.
And he fouls that one back. 2-2 count.
Everybody clap your hands.
And it's jammed him a little bit there. Kind of ran inside on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, heater inside.
Yeah.
2-2 count here. Pitcher comes set. And the pitch. Takes strike 3. Outside part of the plate. Might have been there.
Might have
been there.
Sounds from the crowd that they didn't like that too much.
The crowd didn't like that one.
they were grimacing at that a little bit. Yeah. That's the 5th strikeout for Turnbow today. He's been dicing guys up a little bit.
He's looking good out there.
Yeah. Looking at the metrics here, he has good stuff on his heater.
As Marr takes a hack at the 0-0 fastball, top of the zone.
Marr today has been dealing with a lot of adversity with almost getting hit by pitches. Might be second-guessing himself in the box. Another great take.
Yeah.
It is challenging when multiple times a game you get hit by a pitch or almost hit by a pitch to get back in there and trust your eye. And
we should add, he did take a ground ball in batting practice to the lip yesterday, so that might be affecting him too a little bit. But he takes a good swing at the 1-2 count there, or 1-1 count, I should say. 1-2 now.
Pitcher getting his signs. Coming set. Here comes the 1-2. Good swing by Mar, the UW commit. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Top middle box of the zone.
So this ground ball that he took off the lip, was it swollen? Did it come open a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
He has a little mark on his lip.
He's got a little cut on the underside of his lip.
Brutal.
Kind of looks like got a little lip job, but he's playing through it, and that just says a lot about him.
It does.
Pretty gritty player. Oh, there's another one.
Up and in again.
Heater up and in.
Yeah. They've been in his kitchen a little bit, right?
Yeah, up in the kitchen.
Cooking something up.
Yeah.
Some dinner, some lunch, something.
Can't take the heat.
Get out the kitchen.
Get out the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah.
The 2-2.
Yeah, the 2-2 here.
Pitcher coming set. And delivering. Swinging. Slider, 77 miles per hour.
Yeah, this guy on the mound is dealing. He's mixing up his pitches. He's backing guys off the plate.
He is doing a good job of mixing his pitches and keeping hitters off balance. It's shown to be effective tonight.
Now, strikeout number 6 for him tonight, so he's just been getting punch out after punch out.
He's doing a good job commanding the zone and working ahead most of the time. Slider called strike outside.
We were just talking about dinner. I'm going to ask you guys, what's your favorite home-cooked meal?
Ooh, favorite home-cooked meal. My mom is a great cook. If you're listening, Mom, I can't wait to come home and eat. But, no, yeah, favorite meal? I love good taco. Kind of like make your own tacos at home. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with those.
What about you, Saki?
I'm going to go with my mom's shoyu chicken with rice and some sort of vegetable, maybe broccoli or whatever we have around the house. Can't go wrong with that.
I love it. Yeah, so 2-1 count now on Pastrellini.
2-1. Got 2 outs, hoping to extend the inning here.
And this is Michael's first game with the AppleSox as he comes from UC Irvine, which my team played against this year.
And how'd you guys do against Irvine?
We played them in the last series of the year, and we lost the series 2-1.
Interesting. So a bit of a rivalry there.
A little bit of a rivalry. The game meant something to...
Ball's driven out to left field.
Deep to left. Caught by left fielder as he retires the inning.
Yeah, Galen out there in left, tracks it down. A well-hit ball off the barrel of Pastrellini, but just kind of right at him. That does it for the 8th inning. The AppleSox go down in order. Looking strikeout from Coupland, swinging strikeout from Marr, and that deep fly ball from Pastrellini. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and of course, nobody left on base. Kanoa Morisaki, Jonah Shields, thank you guys so much for being in the booth with us today. Any last thoughts before we send it away?
Go AppleSox.
Go AppleSox.
Thank you.
You heard it here first. Thank you guys. We're going to send it away here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Jeff is back from the Country Inn Family Restaurant. You have prime rib on Friday and Saturday.
Always Friday and Saturday. He's tired of barbecuing. Come on out and let me do the cooking. We got slow roasted prime rib served up Friday and Saturday night. I start serving it around 3:30, 4 o'clock until we run out.
And remember, if you're hungry like me, early in the morning, guess who's open up for breakfast 7 days a week?
Down here at the Country Inn.
Off Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, the Country Inn Family Restaurant. How long have you been in business?
Going on over 40 years, since 1975.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Dave, you take care.
Well, the AppleSox went down in order, 3 up, 3 down there in the bottom of the 8th. They lead it 9-5, moving into the top half of the 9th inning. They're going to want to close it out with Levi Grothen taking over on the mound, taking over for the play-by-play. It's Jackson Dodd.
Thank you, Smith. Appreciate you. And the AppleSox, man, they've worked through a considerable amount of arms today. They accumulated 5 arms today. Levi Grothen is just the 5th now. And there's going to be a pinch hitter to lead off this inning for the FishSticks. It's going to be number 10, Rodrigo Montano. He came in and pinch hit in yesterday's game as well. So Montano will dig in, and he's a lefty facing Grothen. And Smith tells us a little bit more about Grothen.
Yeah, Grothen, young guy, freshman, out of Woodinville, Washington, as is Tyler Jones.
Yeah.
So Tyler Jones and Levi Grothen, both from Woodinville, Washington. And Grothen currently at Cal State Bakersfield this past spring. Got 2 appearances there, had a 15.43 ERA. It's not the greatest spring from him, but he's got the fastball and the slider. That's it. He keeps it very, very simple from the right side.
First pitch, Montano. He takes high for a ball. And Montano again came in yesterday's ball game. Didn't do, make a big splash there as the Sox lead 9-5 here in the top of the 9th inning. Next offering in the dirt, ball 2. Grothen, been a reliable reliever for the Sox this year. He's come into many ball games throughout the years and have stuck through since the start of the season. The 2-0 pitch, so he waves and misses at it, chases the fastball at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, Grothen, 2.16 ERA, 5 appearances, all in relief. And he struck out 5, but walked 7.
The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. See, that was the 2-1 pitch, and the moves the count to 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike that count. AppleSox today picked up 8 hits. FishSticks with 10 as that pitch runs inside for ball 4. And a first at-bat free pass for the FishSticks here in the 9th. Top of the order brings up Ryland Gullard now. Picked up a single today, a sac fly RBI in the 3rd inning. Then a strikeout in the 5th, and rounded it off was a fly out to right field in the 1st inning.
Pinch running for Dub Sea. Number 24, Isaac Watson.
Isaac Watson is now going to pinch run for Montano.
Number 20, Ryland Gullard.
The Sox looking to take a series win today. Again, it's a non-league series win, so it's not going to do much with their record. But, a feel-good, confident sort of win.
Yeah.
Again, Ryland Gullard, the righty digs in, waves his bat and waits for the offering. Grothen set at the belt. He kicks and deals. His pitch is yanked outside into the lefty's batter's box. It's a pass ball. And Watson will stroll into second base.
Yeah, Grothen looking a little shaky here in the 9th. I mean, you got a bit of a cushion, not nearly as much as you had last night. I mean, I believe it was Colin Frazier who closed out last night's game, and not a lot of pressure when you're up 24-2, but it's a little bit more when you're only up 9-5.
Yeah, 1-0 count, no outs here with the man on second base. Infield's playing back, looking to go the easy way. And the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball just a hair high. Bring the count to 2-0. The AppleSox have limited free passes today. They've done a really good job of doing that compared to the FishSticks, who have done quite the opposite. The 2-0 pitch from Levi Grothen. The breaking ball. He gets it there. Clips top of the zone, bringing the count to 2-1.
Yeah, limiting the walks, limiting the free passes, that seemed to be the antidote for a lot of the Sox's woes throughout the year. Because when they've had a lot of walks, it's typically when they lose.
The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball high again. And Grothen really liking that breaking ball. 3 straight breaking balls by him. However, only one of them has landed in the zone. Again, that doesn't have much to go off of. Fastball and the curveball. The pitch on the way is a fastball, blows it by him. Center cut, and that's what it does right there. I mean, honestly, that's a fastball. You don't get it any more middle than that. However, with all those breaking balls, in the different locations, it mixes him up. The full count. Payoff pitch is skied out to right field. McGary ranges back up the warning track, makes the grab. Watson tags for third, and he will stroll in safely. And a runner 90 feet from home. That'll bring up Jackson Dulé.
That goes on as a quality at bat for Gullard. Advance the runner into third. It's quad number 8 for the FishSticks. A lot more than they had last night. I think they only had like 5 or 6 last night.
I think it was 4.
Was it 4? Let's check. Let's take a look at the quab counter, if I can find it.
The quab counter. Jackson Dulé digs in with a runner over at third with 1 out. Sox lead 9-5. The pitch as a curveball just off the plate, but it clips for strike 1.
So it was 8 quality at-bats for the FishSticks last night. And we can't really compete with 30 for the AppleSox. No. So,
not at all.
Not at all.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball off the play for ball 1. And Smith, what are the Sox at today on their quality at bats?
At the moment, I only have 8. It's not the Quavs and few and far between. They got most of them in that third inning where they put up 6 runs.
I took the over of 15 today, unfortunately, and I guess it'll be the under as that pitch winds up outside, moving the count to 2-1. And Dulé today, pair of singles. That was Riley Sonoy. He grounded out in his most recent at bat. That was in the 7th inning. The count's 2-1 on him with 1 out. The pitch is a breaking ball high. It'll move back Dulé, and it brings the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. The Sox have a off day tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then they will come back on Friday for their fireworks night at 7:05, a bit of a later game time, so of course you can enjoy the show with a starry night sky. 3-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 4. And that's 2 walks in this inning awarded by Grothen.
And the Sox are going to really like that day off there, take a little bit of time, stay home, relax a little bit, carbo load, get a big meal in, maybe eat some like carbonara or something like that,
And it looks like that may be it for Grothen here. Head coach Mitch Schuyleman going to go out there, and no, he's going to stay out there. And with that, Smith, got a couple of shout-outs here. What you got?
Yeah, let's take a second, and let's thank the New America Performing Arts Center. 250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the New America Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning Best Musical, 1776, July 31st through August 15th at the New America Performing Arts Center. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at NewAmericaPAC.org. And on top of that, let's take a second to thank the Tap Room by Hellbent. Are you ready to embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley Bowl? Look no further than the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing, where the vibrant energy of Pybus Market meets the delightful world of craft beer and gourmet cuisine.
Runners at the corners with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Sox up 9-5. Levi Grothen on the mound. First pitch to Evan Hellner. Rips down the first base line. That'll be a base hit. Watson scores. Dulé heads into third, and runners once again at the corners. But now, Sox only up by 3. It's 9-6.
And first hit of the inning, first run of the inning as well. And like I said, that's cushion getting a little less fluffy, as he's getting feathers pulled out of it. And now it's 9-6. So bit of a closer game than the Sox were hoping for.
Exactly. Here's Jake Rolling, who's had quite a day today. Has reached 3 out of 4 times. He's gone 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles, a run scored in the 4th, and a walk in the 2nd inning. Grothen gets set. He kicks and deals. Pitches outside, ball 1. And so, Smith, we were joking about it yesterday.
Yeah.
The Sox have, in their next series against Edmonton, a different start time every single day. You got 7:05 on Friday, 6:35 on Saturday, and 5:35 on Friday. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. And so, 6:35 is a normal game time on our normal series. And so, of course, that's going to be Saturday. We mentioned on Friday because of the fireworks show, we're going to delay it a little bit later so that it'll be nice and dark out when the fireworks are up. And, of course, on Sundays, always an hour earlier at 5:35. As pitches outside, moves the count to 2-1.
Yeah, the start times there just decaying down to 535, decaying like a radioactive isotope, just getting sooner and sooner and sooner.
2 balls and 1 strike. Runners at the corners here with 1 out. Sox still have the lead by 3. 2-1 pitch right at the knees. Great location by Grothen, and the count is 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Grothen rocks back and forth on the mound, gets his sign and fires. This pitch just a hair off the plate brings his count to full.
Now Roland really working the quad right now with only 1 out here in the 9th, and Sox just leading by 3 runs.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a comfortable lead compared to yesterday. They're still in the driver's seat, but still. Payoff pitch, high ball, 4 bases loaded here in the top of the 9th. The Sox only up by 3 runs. This is the go-ahead run right now at the plate.
The FishSticks raising the temperature, really making the Sox boil here in the 9th.
So you have Jackson Dulé over at 3rd, Evan Hellner at 2nd, and Jake Rolling over at 1st. Isaac Watson scored earlier. He reached on a walk, but was scored by an RBI single by Hellner. Here's Braden Bartholomew. First offering from Grothen. In there for a strike. Bartholomew today hitless. Has a pair of flyouts, a pop out, and a ground out. Now, if he would pick up his first hit here, the FishSticks would thank him. The 0-1 pitch. He rips it into the glove of Overstreet over at 3rd. He dives to try and tag the bag, but they will say that Dulé was in safely. Man, that was a close play, but a great catch.
And third base right in front of the AppleSox dugout, and every single member of the AppleSox team is just fired up about that one. I saw one of the Sox right there come out of the dugout and mimic the out call. Yep. That was hilarious.
Yeah, they're just clip farming there. They're trying to get on our videographer's Andreas's videos.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 outs now. Bases loaded, however. Here's Von Lowe. First pitch. He flares it foul, out of play for strike 1. And that's a huge out right there, though they did not double it off, which would be great. And now it's bases loaded, which, isn't exactly ideal, but now there's 2 outs. So a fly ball does not score another run. You just go out the next batter and focus, honestly, is like nobody's on. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Levi Grothen. Breaking ball's high, ball 1. And it really seems like Grothen, he's leaving that curveball just high. And something with his delivery. He rocks back, and the 1-1 pitch is popped up, but it will go out of play. And the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Bases loaded, infield's back, looking to play whatever ground ball may come their way. Grothen looking for his first strikeout here. He peers in and gets the sign from Pod Streleni. The windup and the 1-2 pitch on the way outside. Ball 2. Count is even at 2s here. So 2 outs and bases loaded here in the top of the 9th inning. Sox up 9-6. A lead, but not a comfortable one. Grothen winds back in the 2-2 pitch. Is slapped foul and out of play. A long foul ball. And we'll stay at 2-2.
Now Lowe just trying to dig into Grothen's pitch count as deep as he can. Bases loaded. I mean, only down by 3. Decent base hit here could